Good morning and welcome to Sioux Park Stadium in Rapid City. Well, we'll start today's boys varsity Class AA soccer doubleheader with the host, Rapid City Stevens Raiders, and your visiting Huron Tigers. The Tigers come into this contest with a record of 0-1-1, coming off a 2024 campaign where they were 2-9-3. The Tigers are coached by Leah Brana. Starting for the Tigers are number 0, the keeper, Jackson Andrew, number 3, Marvin Perez, number 6, Mr. Min, number 8, Gabino Lopez, number 11, Brando Coca, number 16, Maynard 2, number 17, Efrain Cuevas Soto, number 19, Teso, and number 21, Keitan Ga, number 29, Christopher Daw, and number 30, Johnson Min. They are coming off last evening's game against Rapid City Central, where that was deadlocked at 0-0, so they come out of that with the tie. The Raiders are starting the season undefeated, 3-0-0 right now. They're coming off a 2024 campaign of 12-2-1, where they had just a tough, crushing loss where they just couldn't finish in the quarterfinal against Watertown last year. This year so far, they have collected wins against Yankton 3-0, and O'Gorman Knights 5-1. Last evening, they defeated the Mitchell Colonels 10-2, with Trenton Poliski, the senior midfielder and team leader, having 4 goals, and Ravi Moreland, the junior striker, having a hat trick himself with 3 goals, and contributing with a goal apiece were Gabe Iverson with a goal, Colton Kuiper with a goal, and Logan Ward with a goal to round out the scoring for the Raiders last night. As you can see, we do have the clock in the frame. However, there are some technical difficulties going on with the score clock. So if you don't see that in the upper right-hand corner of your screen, we will be announcing time left the best we can based on what the crew has on their. Fortunately, right now we have a player down on the sideline. Raiders having a couple injuries already this season. So we'd never like to see this, and this looks like it's tender at an ankle. And that is number 26, sophomore forward Will Barth, getting attended to, so we'll hope Will is okay here as there's a stoppage. But soccer players are pretty tough, so when they go down that tender, let's hope it was just a sprain here. We'll go back to action. Raider throw. And that'll go into number 11, or from number 11, Carter Dorman into the corner. Nice move there by Poliski. Moves out. Poliski's on the ball. Presley with the ball in the corner. He tries to curl one in. It gets under the defender. Let's see if they have a shot. That looked like Miles Wright, who took a swing at it, but it was blocked. Shot over the top, and that was by number 19, I believe, that took that one. Josh Mueller from the backline position. Starting for the Raiders, the keeper, a junior, number 0, Creed Tennyson. The backline for the Raiders is number 4, Logan Ward, a senior. Number 11, Carter Dorman, a sophomore. Number 14, Carson Presley, a junior. And back in the middle, returning starter, a sophomore, number 16, DeAndre Hanemichael. Also starting for the Raiders, number 7, Miles Wright, a forward, sophomore. Senior midfielder, as we said already, number 13, Trent Poliski. He's the leader, team general out there. Junior forward, Ravi Moreland. Senior midfielder, Josh Mueller. and a junior midfielder, Everett Maccabee. Uh, Raiders have had a few injuries early this year. Last weekend, sophomore midfielder Landon Watkins had an arm injury, and it looks like now sophomore forward Will Barth is being taken on the golf cart just to make sure he doesn't put too much pressure, and they'll go evaluate him. Let's hope that's just a minor sprain in that area. And also didn't get the start, didn't get a word if it's questionable or just not going to play today, was junior midfielder Matthew Grubik. Could be nursing an injury, or we're not sure there. Just know that that was a game time decision, and the staff just didn't feel Matthew was ready to go. So with about 4 gone, Huron is going to have a set piece. About 20 to 30 yards out, over the ball is number 6, Mr. Min. He's going to stand over it with his right foot. This would curl in back to the far post. It goes, drives it. Stave made, didn't catch it, knocks it out, and the Raiders clear. Moreland and Min collide, no call. Right on the ball. Thought about going back, and now he's going to try to go more direct, and he has a man open on the side. That's number 8, Gabe Iverson. Iverson with a move and a nice defensive play there by number 30 for the Tigers. That's Johnson Min, and the ball will go all the way back to Tennyson. Tennyson goes wide, goes past Hanamichael and to Presley. Raiders working the sides now. As they stretch the field, they really like to work things through the middle, primarily through Trent Poliski. And if Matthew Grubik was playing at the same time, they kind of use both of them to really put pressure on their defense. Both teams here early on just trying to get a rhythm. Poliski tried to pop one up, but again, blocked. So Huron forechecking has been very effective so far, not allowing the Raiders to really get combination passes or in a flow. This one again moved to Iverson. Nice little move there, but a little hard touch. Recovered there by Presley, and he'll play back. Tries to go wide. No call, and yes, we are going to get a call. Tried to go wide, and trying to use his body on the outside there was number 7, Miles Wright, and he got pulled down. So Raiders will have a free kick 50 yards from goal. Quick little touch to Mueller. Pushed it over. Poliski bumped in there. That's a little Days of Thunder, Rubbins racing in there. A lot of collisions going on through there. Good ball there. Good speed by Hanamichael to recover, but that ball went out of bounds as they tried to slip a through ball. And the experienced center official, Rachel Nillis, is going to let these boys play so far. It seems like good touch there by Poliski, and that's where his experience and just skill on the ball. That was a tough play. He made it look easy to get it through there. That build-up stalls a little bit there. Poliski, though, gets back on the ball. Good work. And a good challenge won there by the Huron defender. That's number 30 again. Johnson Min. He's had 2 solid stops there. So Poliski on the ball again. See if he uses Dorman on the side. He backheels it. Dorman gets there. Again, some bumping. Back to Poliski. Poliski with a good move, but a little hard touch as he tried to crossover dribble, and the ball will get knocked out of bounds by the Raiders. And now Logan Ward pushed that out. Looked like he had a little limp, but I think he was just trying to hop over the other player's foot there. And that one will go all the way back to Tennyson. Tennyson will draw the defenders in and go right by him and play the ball up. And there's another foul. And that time, Poliski was taken down. So obviously, Huron's done their homework and know that given space, the senior midfielder Trent Poliski can really create some chances. That one pushed wide by Maccabee. Just no support there. It looked like Dorman thought about making a run, but didn't want to be offsides. At any rate, it'll be a goal kick for the Tigers, and junior keeper Jackson Andrew will set the ball. And it looks like and they reset here. Looks like there's a conversation going on the far side between Huron number 3, Marvin Perez, and the official. Like I said, it's physical and some game management, trying to make it so it doesn't get out of hand there with these aggressive, competitive young gentlemen here today. Good move there. Good touch on the ball by number 9 for the Tigers. Be out say. And Hanemichael challenged him, went to the ground, and Hanemichael's still down. He's time to get up. And there's another no, that's right. No, excuse me. Number 7. Yes, Miles Wright taken down again. So physical. The Raiders physical right back. Another player down, and this one's going to go back as Miles Wright was just trying to stand his ground there, and he reached out, and there was a little shirt tug there. So, but it's definitely getting physical, and the ref, as you can see in the frame, is giving the "let's everybody calm down here" signal. And as all of us know, the fastest way to establish that is to keep blowing the whistle and calling those fouls. So, with about 10 gone, in this one, it's kind of been back and forth. The Raiders have managed to keep the ball in the midfield or a little bit on the Huron half, but neither team has really had a chance here yet. Good job there by Maccabee, and he gets taken down. No call. Play on, says the referee, as Poliski plays a little through ball. Now this one's going to wide of the wing. Speed's there. See if we can get on the ball. He does, but just because of the tight marking there by number 3, Perez, sophomore forward, Miles Wright, just wasn't able to get the shot he wanted off. He got a little bit too much on the inside of his left foot, and it just curled away from the near corner here. And it'll be a goal kick. And this one's driven deep and caught because there was a whistle already here. And we'll reset that again and take it again as weren't quite ready for play there. Looks like player safety because of a untied shoe. And Mr. Min plays it out, and then he'll play it deep again. So the Tigers are really pushing the ball forward direct, trying to go over the top. And that time it got over everybody, but Logan Ward just escorts the ball back to the keeper, Tennyson, and he'll drive it out. Raiders coming through the middle. Good ball there to Poliski to Moreland. It goes behind Poliski there. And I believe that was Mueller that actually got it up to Moreland, and then Moreland's pass went behind Poliski. That one's pushed out of bounds by the Raiders. It'll be here on ball. Throwing it in is going to be number 17, Efron Cuevas Soto.
Tigers, number 13, Tobias Soto Ramos.
Ramos will come in for Huron. Poliski missed clearing that one, but there's a host of Raiders there, but it rolls out of bounds. And Huron continues to slowly pace this down the sideline. Soto again will throw it in to Ramos. Raiders are there. Ball gets pushed out, but just driven out of bounds by number 3, Perez, so that the Huron defense could recover and regain their shape. That one goes down, and that's going to be a call there. It looks like Poliski got drugged down as he was going for the ball, and that's indeed what it's going to be. And Poliski, let's see here. This could be dangerous. He's about 27 out. The official will move back the wall to the 10-yard mark, and Poliski will stand over the ball with his right foot. And the wall is really tight there, but they allowed it. Shot direct, and Andrew does well to just get a hand on it, pop it over, and that'll be a corner for the Raiders. And now Josh Mueller will set the ball in the corner. Poliski's short. He's trying to direct the other player back. They're in the line. It does go short. Tried to go back to Mueller, but Poliski's pocket was picked, and Huron drives it down. They're trying to counter, but good job of defense by the Raiders. Good combination passing to get out of there. Raiders build it up, and another hard challenge, kind of behind the play, and no call there. Another challenge, and this one's going to be called. It's number 17, Soto, trying to battle, and just outstretched arms is going to get called every time. So it's put in low on the ground. It gets through to Maccabee, it looks like. And Zolnowski now in. Skylar Zolnowski in. Zolnowski definitely has the speed to stretch the field. Skylar's dad was a 100-meter state champion in South Dakota. So definitely, and Skylar has definitely shown those bursts of speed as he is a very attacking player. And he'll come off. Wright will come back in. Dorman will throw the ball in. Carter Dorman, a sophomore. Gets it into Poliski. Poliski has a little space. Drives a shot. Goal! So with 15 gone, in the 25th minute, with just a rocket of a shot, Poliski got that space he needed off the throw and was just able to drive it. Tough shot. Andrew really had no chance because of that placement. Upper near corner, and that was kind of in the elbow of the netting, not really the back or the side. It was just right in that elbow, so perfectly placed shot for the Raiders. And now we have another player down, and we're going to have a no call. The Huron players wanted a call because their player went down, but official says no call there. I am not sure if a throw-in constitutes an assist. And we're going to have our first card of the day, and that looks like it's going to go to number 7, Raiders Miles Wright, as that's been a continuous battle between Marvin Perez and Miles Wright there. I'm assuming it's an assist off a throw-in, as the long throw-ins that go to the box that result in goals would be there. So if that's the case, we're going to give that assist to Carter Dorman from the throw to Poliski. Build up now by the Tigers. Good little move there. Oh, unlucky where the pass went behind. That was good combination work there by number 9 of the Tigers, and it looks like that is number 5. Check that, number 6. So that was Be Out Say and Mr. Min that had nice combination going in that corner. Min's pass just went a little behind Say. Raiders recollect. Iverson pushes in the middle to Moreland. Moreland tries to go right back to him, but it's blocked up, and here comes the Tigers back. Raiders there make things messy. Little space here for the Tigers. Ball's pushed out, and that's cleared out on the ground, but the Tigers are right there. It looks like we're going to have a shot. Little step around. Goes to the middle. We're going to have a shot on goal. Saved! And it looks like we're going to have an offsides. The shot by number 9, Be Out Say, was great save. A lot of courage there by Tennyson. That was point blank, and he drove it right at him. But we had an offsides call there, and things continue to be pretty physical down there, and it looks like there's some just competitive tension building up here in this one. Ward goes long and deep. See if he can get that speed of Zonowski. Moreland tried to get a touch on it. If he could have pushed that forward to Zonowski, and now the Tigers go direct. And, unlucky there for them as it hits in stride. Number 6, Mr. Min. And it looked like they had the Raider defense beaten if that ball goes through. So back line of the Raiders really took a chance there. They stayed in line for an offsides, but that ball was onside, and would have been behind. Nice little give and go, and the flag is up. And yes, that is the correct call. Poliski was offside because the Huron back line did kind of freeze about the 10, and Trent's momentum just took him beyond their offsides line, and easy call for the assistant referee on the near side, and the correct call. Number 19. Tayso, a senior defender, stands over the ball for the Tigers on the free kick from the offsides. Whistles that one into play. He drives it, trying to go far right. Tigers get a touch on it, push the ball forward. Ward is there. He's challenged, though, and it's going to be poked and eventually going to be a goal kick awarded to the Raiders. But good hustle down there in the corner by, looks like number 13 for the Tigers. It's a freshman, number 13, Tobias Soto Ramos.
On the field for the Tigers, number 15, Emerson Lopez Ramos, and number 23.
Ward steps up, doesn't go there, goes wide. Hanamichael takes a look up. Fake passes, peels. Looking, now the defense collapses. He just pushes it over to Ward. Ward pushes it up the line to Zonowski. Zonowski had a touch on it, but Huron was right there to poke it away, and the ball will go eventually out of bounds. Throw to the Raiders. Mueller with the quick throw. Tries to get it over the top to Moreland. Moreland just kind of barrels through there with his strength, but Tigers are able to clear it back to Dorman. Dorman heads it in the air, then recovers for defense. Ward pushes one up. Big scrum of about 6 players there. That ball's just pinballing. Poliski comes out with space. Another good touch, and he's taken down. And we'll see if this is going to be a yellow. He was taken down. There was no attempt to play the ball. And that's going to be number 29, but no card given. Christopher Daw with that challenge that clipped up Poliski, and Raiders will set this piece with Logan Ward. He's really done a lot of hard work and got stronger over the season, over the summer or the off season. He sets it. He'll drive it deep, direct shot, and that goes over. It's on frame, just too high. With 19 and change to go in the first half of this one, Raiders 1, Tigers 0. Goal by Poliski in the 25th minute. The Raiders had a goal called back off an offsides call. And the Tigers had a shot on frame, but they also, that one wasn't a goal, it was saved, but that play was stopped due to the offside. There was a short throw, and yes, it's going to be called, and that's the right call because the fundamentals. That's just a fundamental of get the ball behind your head, and that clearly did not break that plane at all. And good call. And then a 3-on-1, and finally it looks like Mueller will earn the free kick as the triple team took him down. That one's still Zonowski. Good touch, and he's double teamed very quickly. That's works back. Carter Dorman keeps that one in bounds. He'll play it back to Ward. Ward back, tried to go back to Dorman, and there was space, but a good defensive play there by the Huron midfielder. I believe that's number 6. Nope, that's number 15 that's come in. That's Emerson Lopez Ramos. Mueller looking to turn it. Goes nutmeg, but out of bounds. Thought he might try to turn it up the line to Iverson, but he tried to go through the legs instead. Hanemichael with a nice pick. Good defense there off of Iverson, and then lost by Mueller. Backheel from Poliski to Hanemichael. Back to Poliski. Tries a little turn, but the Tigers are there. Moreland tries to box out and get a turn back to Poliski. Not there. Dorman puts this one high. Lob. See if Solnowski can run it, but it's too far in the middle. Headed away by Min. Number 30, Johnson Min. That one's hit down to Poliski. Again, just not enough space on the touches. The passes and the through attempts have so much velocity on them. They're just hard to make a soft touch out of a hardly driven ball like that. $16.5 to go. That one's flicked on. Nice job by Poliski. Very crafty there. A lot of experience. Just a savvy play where he just tried to flick it on to a player to create space, but was there that ball was right on the line there. Poliski tried to curl it with the left foot toward goal, but it goes behind the goal, out of bounds. Goal kick for Andrew. Looks like the reason it went behind the goal is because it was deflected. Didn't catch that one, so this will be corner for the Raiders. Poliski pushes the ball to the corner. See if anybody goes short again. Doesn't appear to be. Poliski over the ball. Driven low, and then out. For the Raiders, number 25, Mitchell Woodkey, a sophomore, was in there trying to distract the keeper and the defender there, but the ball was just driven too low. This one played up to the Raiders. Good job there by the Tigers. Hard work there by number 13, Ramos. But the Raiders come out with the ball. Mueller with a nice play, good aggressive play. Moreland gets the ball outside. See if Iverson can track it down. He does. Now see if he has space to make a move. He doesn't. It was too tight to the sideline. Raiders will win the throw, but that's good recovery defense by sophomore midfielder for the Tigers, number 23, T. Sa-Tu. Raiders try to switch fields. Huron puts it all the way out of bounds on the upside of the field. Dorman with the throw. Looks like Moreland's there. Moreland's going to drive one in with the left foot. It goes out of bounds, and we had an offsides before, maybe, or a foul on the Raiders. So that'll negate a corner and free kick to the Tigers. Johnson Min pushes it out. Oh, no. Appears to be the ball went out of bounds there. Throw in. That player goes down, and it's going to be that one's going to be against Moreland. And it looks like he knocked down number 29. Christopher Daw. And now this will be a free kick for the Tigers. Drives it with the left foot down deep. For the Raiders, that looked like Maccabee was right there. Dorman pushes it up ahead. No one's there. He's looking for either Moreland or Woodkey. Plisky pushes it wide. It's number 25, Woodkey, working the ball. And, clean takeaway. Good defense there by the right back who's had a lot of work today. Perez, most of his work has been against sophomore forward Wright, but that time he stifled Mitchell Woodkey, a sophomore. Good pressure by the Raiders, but that ball will go off of Woodkey and throw to the Tigers. We have another call. That one's going to be on Maccabee. Maccabee gets a talking to. So the physical play has stayed the same, but as the official has set the tone for the calls, part of the game of soccer and the gamesmanship is sometimes you just don't know, especially at the high school level, if there's embellishment or truly that physical. And it has been physical. That's a through ball. Nice try there, but good recovery speed by the defender number 19, Tayso, as Miles Wright is back in, and he's very dangerous goal scorer. Plisky has a word with them, saying, hey, let's try this because they're marking us so tightly. Right, goes into Maccabee. Maccabee gets it right, a bounds again by Tayso, and it's a throw-in for the Raiders. Presley throws it in. Knocked down and knocked out. Tigers will come out with a little break. They're going to go down the side. Hanemichael slows down the Huron Tiger just enough for the recovery. Fancy footwork there by Mr. Min. Shot. Ball got into the box, and Tennyson, so brave, came out. And there was a little collision there, like him and number 13, who was Ramos, running to the ball to try to get a touch on it there. So a dangerous little counter there for the Tigers. With 11 minutes to go in the half, the Raiders have controlled the game. I don't want to say dominated. And without being able to capitalize on some chances, still only a one-goal game, and Tigers almost brought it level there off that one. Another direct ball over the top, and another beaten defender onside, and this time, again, a stop coming out. Clearly, the goalie got the ball because the ball ended up by his body and his feet. There is a whistle, and I don't know if it's stoppage for injury because another player-goalie collision. The speed of that one with the distance they were covering is a lot more. That is about the fourth time a ball played direct by the Tigers has beaten the Raider back line onside. So definitely an adjustment that Coach Fierro and Coach Bushing will need to look at here at halftime. You rarely see that with the speed of a Raider back line, but especially in the middle there, that's the fourth time today. And now the coaches and trainers going out here. I can't see the number of the player who was down. Definitely was a collision there. But the junior keeper for the Raiders definitely won the ball in that challenge. So no call warranted, but definitely part of the physicality of the game, and other than shin guards, not a lot of protection in terms of padding. So these players have to be fit, have to be strong, and They're pretty durable. Now the sports medicine staff does bring the card out to see if they need what they need to do to assist. Let's hope it was just the wind knocked out of them or one of those things. Well, we have a minute here. If you're a Raider student or if they're parent of a Raider student that feel your student would be interested in a part-time job with the Stevens Sports Network, your student can be involved in these live stream productions for Raider Sports. So if they're interested in sports media, broadcasting, or even want to try announcing, this is your chance to get hands-on experience in sports media production through our partnership with Live Ticket. If you're interested in this part-time job opportunity, please stop by the Stevens Raiders Activities Office and inquire about the Stevens Sports Network. Once again, we are bringing you boys Class AA Stevens Raiders Soccer subscription free on GoRaidersLive.com, LiveTicket.tv. That looks like number 9, Be Out Say, who was going to be assisted off in the golf cart. Be Out Say was anxious to get in and errantly got in on the driver's side, but now he's taken care of, and the training staff will attend to him. And it's good to see that he was up, and he will hopefully see him back in the game. Due to that injury time, it looks like we're going to count players, and I believe this might be a drop ball to return into play situation, even though the Raiders had possession. And definitely was a drop ball, but rightfully so, to the keeper who had possession before the stoppage. So let's see if both teams come back refreshed after that break, and another player goes down. That was Maccabee with given the foul. Maccabee now in space, tries to push it up and split with he does. Tries to go back inside to Moreland. It was a little behind him, but it's pushed ahead. Now Moreland has a chance at it. See if he can square up. He tries to. It's deflected. Ball rolls back. It gets away from the keeper because it had some major English on it. But Andrew was able to corral it after it deflected off him. Wright working hard. Nutmeg through Poliski, but right back to the Raiders. Soft touch there into the middle. Maccabee tries to cut it back to Moreland, but it goes right to number 30, Johnson Min, and played all the way back to Tennyson. Tennyson surveys the field, then picks the ball up as it came off of a Tiger, so he's able to do that. And goes up wide to the sophomore Woodkey. Poliski, middle of the ball, surveys, there's Wright. Wright gets a touch on it, goes push. No call, as pretty good defensive position there for Huron Tiger number 3, Perez, who's gone from the right back to the right left now. It seems almost like the coaching staff from Huron did a good scouting report, and you're going to see number 3 for the Tigers stuck on number 7 for the Raiders as long as they're both in there at the same time. There's tries to split defenders and definitely got caught up there. So good work. Good work by Mueller. Showed some strength there to split the defense of number 15, Emerson Ramos, and Christopher Daw. Poliski, wall's really short here. Chips it up and tops down. And that was just taken just outside the box, so very dangerous place there, and a good job by Mueller to win that. 7 minutes to go in this half. Still a 1-0 advantage Raiders. I'm sure they'd like to get another one on the board before half. Moreland with the good challenge. Good hustle there. Tiger goes down, but it was out of bounds off of Moreland. Good job there by Raiders number 14, Presley, to knock that one down. Tigers try to play the middle. There's a host of Raiders there. Little back flick by Plisky again. It's going to get flicked over. Let's see if they can run on. Mockabee, it looks like, was trying to run on. No, that's number 38. Excuse me. That was number 38, Grayson Jackson, there for the Raiders, who was trying to run onto that ball. Long throw into the box. Little quasi-bicycle attempt there by Wright, but didn't make contact with the ball. Good work again there by Mueller. Good persistence there. See if he can drive it in. Nope. Return favor by number 15, Ramos. A nice job there, but the Raiders re-win possession. Plisky has a little space. See if he can put in a quality ball. Goes to goal, but looks like he was looking for number 38 there, Grayson Jackson, far post, but just didn't bend the way he wanted it to. Plisky, you can see Plisky just wasn't, a little frustrated, wasn't quite happy with his service there, especially with the space he had. Good job by the Raiders. Another little flick by Plisky. Such control with that little flick there. Pushes it back. Raiders just trying to get possession. Goes out wide to Wright. Let's see if Wright plays it up. He doesn't. He's going to play it back. And the Raiders are going to try to extend the field here. Huron doing a very good job of pressure. Win the ball back, and then a little exchanging of possession here, back and forth. And this one's going to eventually roll out of bounds. Throw for the Raiders and a substitution for the Raiders. Coming in.
Stepping on for the Raiders, number 3, Colton Kuiper.
Coming in for the Raiders is going to be junior defender, number 3, Colton Kuiper. And that ball is played, but we have a flag in the air for a foul, it looks like. Or nope, the ball must have went back out of bounds. Oh, nope, handball by the AR. And that'll be a free kick some 37 yards out here. Tigers kind of have the box. They're going to have an in runner and an out runner, and the ball goes in. Hanemichael is right there, headed up in the air. Good defensive header. Another good defensive header by the Raiders, and they'll keep the ball on the side and go out of bounds, but not give up the corner. So good work over there by the Raiders. That looks like that was number 42. That's Marshall who kept that. That's a high lobber. Dangerous. See if they get to it. No. Good move there by the junior keeper, Tennyson. Huron Tiger player was running up on it, and he kind of gave the stutter like he was going to go for the ball, and it just made the Tiger player pause, and that gave the ball time to go out of bounds over the end line. Goal kick. Oh, and there's a tough challenge. No call. Got all ball, but that's just indicative. And then a little retaliation challenge, and that one's going to get called. And that was, I think, Mueller, number 19, a call on, who was on the short end of a hard but a good challenge. All ball taken in on the slide tackle. And Tigers will go cross field off the set and work it in the middle. It's Captain Daw that pushes that one and goes out of bounds back to the Tigers. Another head out of bounds. 2 minutes to go in the half. Some more bumping, and it'll go to the Raiders on the throw. Plisky, another touch. Plisky stays up. I don't know how they're really on him, but he pushes the ball to the side, and Kuiper's going to be there. Get it to Wright. See if Wright can turn. He gets a little bounce. Shot. Score. Goal. Wright off the assist of a great work of Colton Kuiper off of. And that goal, all off of the effort of the senior leader, Trent Plisky. So if we look back at that buildup, Plisky was surrounded by a host of Tigers every time he was trying to touch the ball. At the end of that, he was able to poke it to this near side, and great hustle and work by Kuiper to track that ball down, then make a move outside in to get the ball to Wright, and Wright drove it in the 38th minute and beat Andrew. There comes a ball in. Not a lot of Raiders there. It looked like there was a late charge by Wright, and that went out of bounds off of Andrew, who got a hand on it. Mueller, Kuiper drives it right into Moreland. Moreland's there, but it goes off. Moreland's still there. Good calm work eventually by Min, who's been pretty solid back there. Johnson Min for the Tigers. Another ball in. Moreland is onside. Flags down. Ball goes up high, though, off of the Raiders, off of a Tiger. Raider throw. Long throw in. Wright goes up. He's challenged. Oh, a tough challenge. Let's hope he's okay. With 10 seconds left, he gets up. This half's going to end with some more physical play as the Raiders just going to triangulate passes till this one dies here, which should be soon here. Mueller really battling there. Good move by number 6. Mr. Min has shown excellent ball skills. Ball goes out of bounds, so are the Raiders, and they're just going to hold on to it as the half is over. So at the end of the first half, Raiders 2, Tigers 0. Review the scoring here for the Raiders. In the 25th minute, Plisky, off the throw-in assist from Dorman, beat the keeper, Andrew, with just a well-placed rocket shot. And the ball ended in the back elbow of the near side of the goal here, and absolutely no chance for the Huron keeper, the junior, number 0, Jackson Andrew. Raider second goal scored in the 38th minute by Miles Wright, a sophomore forward. From, again, a great build-up. Started with Plisky just not giving up, not getting knocked off the ball. Eventually got it on the sideline, and the hustling junior defender, number 3, Colton Kuiper, who had just come in moments earlier, was able to track that ball down, fake a move to the outside up the line, go back inside, get the ball to Wright, and Wright did the rest there. So that'll take us to the break. You're following Raider Boys Soccer on GoRaidersLive.com, liveticket.tv. We'll see you after the half.
For us by name. Shop the area's best selection of pre-owned Hondas and Honda Certified Pre-Owned at Danny Menholt Rushmore Honda. Get financing as low as 0.99% APR on certified pre-owned Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and Passports. 0.99. Plus, shop a lot full of used cars, trucks, and sport utilities, including a great selection of all-wheel drive and 4x4 trucks and SUVs. Virtually any make or model, imports and domestics. See us at Danny Menholt Rushmore Honda or RushmoreHonda.com.
Hi, this is Nate Brown reminding you to join the Nate Brown Show live weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. It's Rapid City's sports talk show and Rapid City's only call-in radio show with big-name guests from across the country to the local sports coverage you just can't get anywhere else. Join the conversation every weekday for thought-provoking sports talk. This is your show. Don't miss the Nate Brown Show from 4 to 6 p.m. on 106.7 FM and 1150 a.m. and stream us all the time at foxsportsrapidcity.com.
How do we solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems? Our doctors and specialists collaborate, sharing their vast knowledge and Mayo Clinic's unique expertise. It's this working together that helps solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems. Monument Health, proud member of the Mayo Clinic Care Network.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Now's the time to get a great deal on a pre-owned 4x4 truck or sport utility from Denny Menholt Toyota. Shop a great selection of 4x4s and all-wheel drives from Ford, GMC, Nissan, Ram, Jeep, Subaru, and more. Plus, the area's best selection of used Toyotas and Toyota Certified Pre-Owned. Get financing as low as 5.49% APR for up to 60 months on Certified Pre-Owned. Over 35 Certified Pre-Owned available. See us at Denny Menholt Toyota or DennyMenholtToyota.com.
Now that we're in the final quarter of the year, it's time to start thinking about the 2022 tax year. W-2s and 1099s are scheduled to be out in January, but don't worry, Jennifer Young's Bookkeeping Services has you covered. They stay on top of the ever-changing tax laws impacting small businesses and corporations. Jennifer Young's Bookkeeping has your best interests at heart. Don't wait until the last minute. Get a head start on your 2022 taxes. Call Jennifer Young or go to jenniferyoungsbookkeeping.com or find her on Facebook.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family-owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years' experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Futures aren't made by accident. They're dreamt, they're planned, they're discovered. At Northern State University, futures are the result of hard work and grit. NSU is an academic powerhouse with a spirit of exploration and genuine support, where professors know your name and push you to discover what you're truly capable of. But don't take our word for it. When you experience Northern, you'll see the difference here.
At Dakota Discount RV, our mission is to make your RV experience fun and easy by providing quality recreational vehicles, competitive pricing, and professional sales and service. We're proud to offer the finest names in RVs. Our big inventory of fifth wheels, travel trailers, and toy haulers allow us to save customers thousands of dollars compared to most dealers. Come see us at either of our two locations, 3330 East Mall Drive, Rapid City, or 11200 JB Road, exit 48, Somerset.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Zee Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Zee Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
Melissa Christensen with Engel & Volkers is a trusted real estate advisor in the Black Hills. She brings precision, dedication, and clear communication to every transaction. Melissa focuses on service, not sales, always putting her clients first. She's also passionate about supporting local youth activities, helping to strengthen communities and build a brighter future for our kids. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, Melissa is here to guide you every step of the way. Stop in or call Melissa Christensen with Engel & Volkers today.
Testing. Test. Welcome back to Sioux Park. Boys Class AA soccer action. The host, Rapid City Stevens Raiders, trying to improve on their 3-0 record. Lead at the half 2-0 over the Huron Tigers, who come into this one off a tie with Rapid City Central with a record of 0-1-1. Physical first half. Both teams had chances. The Raiders, two chances that scored on were excellent shots at the 25th minute by senior midfielder number 13 Trent Poliski. And in the 38th minute, a sophomore forward, number 7, Miles Wright. The Tigers had 2 chances, but the courage and athleticism of junior keeper Creed Tennyson kept them off the board as he came off his line and came out hard. 2 collisions, but both times Creed was able to secure the ball and keep the clean sheet for the Raiders. Raiders open this half on a build-up with Poliski gaining some space through the middle, but stopped there by the captain's armband. That looks like that's number 29, Daw. And that ball goes over the top. Tennyson with a quick short drop kick, but goes out of bounds. He was looking for, it looks like number 38, Grayson Jackson, freshman. So the Raiders have had a couple players go down with injury. And we have not seen sophomore forward Will Barth come back. So he's okay. There's a chance there in the middle. That was put in nicely, but just wasn't able to get a shot off because of the traffic there and the presence of the Huron defender. Good move there by DeAndre Hanemichael. Backline for the Raiders to get the ball. And he plays it through to Poliski, who gets it up right on the outside. He's got some speed, left foot. See if he drives it in. Tries to go low and down. Wins the corner kick for the Raiders. So good action right off the start of the second half for the Raiders. 2 minutes in, and they've already had 3 build-ups and will now have a shot at their third corner. And over the ball for this set piece is going to be Poliski. He goes quick short to right. Few dribbles. Poliski has an angle, takes a shot, drives it, blocked. Right there, it looks like Mueller. Mueller was stifled. Kuiper's in the mix. Ball goes up high. Grayson Jackson's going to go for it, but the Huron defender slips underneath of him. That's number 9. Biotse. Eventually, ball goes. Have a foul. Ball be the Raiders. Poliski over the ball. This is about 42 out. 37, 42. Hard to see across the field there. Host of Raiders, 4 or 5 of them in the box. Pressed towards the middle on the low shot. Flicked on. No one there except for Tigers. Pushed back in. Again, cleared out by the Tigers. And this one's up, but recovering Ward calmly gets it over to Hanemichael, who gets it outside to Kuiper. Kuiper plays it in the middle to Poliski. Poliski has his head up. Drives. Back behind him to Marshall. Marshall plays it all the way back to Tennyson. They'll see if they can stretch the field here. Tennyson tries to chip it up to Presley there, but it was a little errant. Kuiper now wins the ball back. Kuiper up top, Jackson. Jackson pushes it in the middle. Good flick on there by Poliski. And that one goes out of bounds. Throw to the Raiders. Kuiper. Mueller stays on the ball. Another good touch of the ball. He's taken out. That could be a card. Let's see here. Nope, it's just going to be a free kick for the Raiders. And this will be dangerous, as this is about right outside the box. And the referee's going to place the ball. And then move him 10 yards back. So the wall's going to be on the 10. Poliski on about the 19. Hold till the whistle here as they reset the wall. This one's put in high, lob. Headed out nicely. Andrew tried to punch it out, but his defender stepped in front and headed it out. And throw in one towards the Tigers and a few extra bonus steps there up the field taken. And the Ball gets over the top, but this time all 4 Raider defenders are on the back line and play this one up. Through ball. Oh, nearly through. That would have been a pinpoint precision pass as Miles was running onto that. Miles Wright was running onto that ball, but it was blocked, and that attack was thwarted by the Tigers. Out of bounds again, this time off the Tigers to the Raiders. Little flick on header. Popped up in the air by the Tigers. Settled on the side there. Good little battle going on there on that side. And push back to Hanemichael. Hanemichael tries to go to Pliski, not there. Through ball, but recovery speed of Logan Ward. He escorts that ball right back to Tennyson. Tennyson will slowly dribble it up and then pick it up as the Huron defender gets closer, and then he rolls it to Pliski. Pliski with space. Nice pass up to Mueller. Mueller, good first touch, but then defended hard, and then a foul. And the second half starts as physical as the last one ended. And that is Mr. Min who drew that foul. Tigers will take this set piece, and they're well out, 52 yards. So this will have to be 7 players in, doesn't get beyond the wall. Daw, though, comes out with it. See if he tries to put it back in. He tries to push it outside, and it goes out of bounds off of number 17, Efrain Cuevas Soto. Marshall puts it into Ward. Ward up to Mueller. Back to Ward. Back to Mueller. Back to Ward. Good little give and go there. Some space. Good curl ball on the outside to right, but good recovery speed by the Tigers. And the 2-on-1 Tigers will win that. But a great build-up and combination passing between the Raiders there. They get it right back. Pliski, quick little ball. A good push. Oh, almost pushed outside to right, but outstretched leg deflected it. Good rundown where Ward, again, shows his good field positioning and speed, but this time has to push it out of bounds. Throw in for the Tigers in the Raiders' final third here. Tiger substitution, Tay So will come in, number 19, senior defender. After a little bit of pinball, that one goes out of bounds off the Tigers' Raider throat. Maccabee back in for the Raiders. Bump there. Bumped off the ball was Jackson, but he throws it right back in. Raider goes down again there. Jackson and Mueller and Kuiper there working hard, and they win the ball back. Put a lot of pressure there. Jackson flicks this one back in. Kept it in bounds. Comes on the Raiders. Pliski, good turn, but ball went a little long and to the Tigers. Pliski pushes it back to Ward. Ward hard, though, off of Marshall. Kuiper comes in to challenge. Kuiper heads that one. Mueller, at his strength's able to come down with, good touch, but then he kind of stopped himself, but Solivus got the top of the ball, but at any rate, he keeps possession, gets it Pliski to Marshall, back to Pliski. Pliski up the line to right. Right goes the middle. He's got a little space. He's bumped off the ball hard, and the call's going to go to the Tigers. So a little mutual shouldering there, but the official felt that Wright was a little more aggressive there. Again, a direct ball. Hanemichael has a little trouble with it. Tigers initially run it down, and then Hanemichael escorts it out, but I think that might B, there's no call there. We're going to call a goal kick. That was a pretty good challenge. It just, from our vantage point, too hard to see if it went off Hannah Michael at all.
Under the pitch for Huron, number 23, Tisa
Tisatu comes back in, sophomore midfielder for the Tigers. Ward drives this one straight up to Mueller off the goal kick. Kuiper back to Hannah Michael. Hannah Michael, little challenge there. He goes back to Tennyson. Tennyson has to chip it out and over, gets over Mueller, but up on the sideline, that's Jackson. Tries to touch it back down to Kuiper. He does. Kuiper finds Poliski in the middle, and he has space. Let's see if he can push the ball forward. He does. Nice ball up on the left side. Tried to go back in, and the Huron Tigers are there. So great build-up. And it was a quick touch to Maccabee, I believe, over there. Maccabee tried to cut back the pass and just too much congestion. Oh, Marshall there. That one didn't mean for that to happen, but goes off Marshall out of bounds. Tiger throw and a Tiger substitution. Min back on, defender. He's had a solid day. Raiders, good pressure by the Raiders with the high line here, trying to keep the ball in the Tiger half, and they have. This one's popped over, a little push, a little too far though. Wright was there, but that ball just had too much on it. Goes out of bounds. Goal kick to Andrew and the Tigers. .28 to go in this one. Following this one, we will transition and have the Central Cobbler boys against the Mitchell Kerner boys. Handball there. Number 23, who just came in for the Tigers, T-Saw 2 handball. And is Poliski? No, it doesn't look like Poliski's going to be over the ball. It looks like Ward is going to be over the ball here. Host of Raiders in front. They run the ball in the middle. Goes to the middle. Click by Wright. Wright goes down hard. No call. And a direct ball again over the top. And the Raider backline nearly beat. But no, they are going to call that back. And that is going to be a foul. It's just, I did not see the mechanic, so it could have been called early. And she walked over and talked to the player. So I believe I just missed the mechanic there. So now we're going to have Mueller and Poliski over the ball, it looks like. Who's going to take it? Not sure. Mueller shaking out like he's going to take it with his left foot, but now he backs off, and Poliski's there. And we have 3 Raiders 10 yards out. I don't know how they'll attack the post. Mueller, take his run up. Nope, he gives it off to Poliski, and Poliski drives it low. And we did not wait for the whistle, and so we're going to reset. As the clock ticks off here, in a strange way, all these delays and subs really, in a strange way, seem to favor the Tigers because the longer they can keep this one close, the better chance they have. As if the Raiders get flowing here, they have a tendency to score in waves. Now that everybody's set and the wall set, maybe that's what it was. The wall shifted, and now she's going to say it's okay. Go short. Kuiper drives in. Low, hard shot, but Jackson Andrew was right there for the Tigers. He'll run out and punt this one deep, high. Ward heads it right back up to, I believe that's Jackson over there. Yep. And Jackson gets it wide to Kuiper. Kuiper keeps it in. Little challenge there. A tackle won by Tigers, but they get it back into the middle. Wright's on the ball. Goes down again, but that time that was a clean challenge and a good call there. Or good no call there. Good go, Kuiper. Jackson drives in the middle off of one time, but just too high. Just couldn't get on top of the ball. But great thought there and great work by the Raiders as Wright goes off the field. Oh, he goes off the field to replace his shin guard. the goal kick. Dorman, the sophomore defender, checks back in for the Raiders. Good steal there, driven in. That was Gabe Iverson, who had a good reaction to the ball. Little flick on. Iverson, see if he's going to, we're going to get a call eventually. And a little too physical there as Mueller has really stepped it up this second half and persistent and physical and was taken down. Poliski over the ball. 35 out. 30-ish out. Both arms up, drives it in. Cross, header right there. Ball comes to the feet, no one there. It goes out of bounds. No, plays in bounds, and no, we're going to have a whistle here. What's the stoppage? They're going to say the ball went out of bounds, goal kick. That was a good service there by Poliski. Raider had a chance to get his head on it, just missed, but then it fell to the feet of Wright. Wright couldn't get a shot into traffic, and eventually the ball went out of bounds. Goal kick, Tigers. Driven with the left foot up. Marshall's right there, pushes it right back to Wright. Good collection by Wright. Good move, inside out, takes a shot, but it's blocked. Iverson keeps it in the final third for the Raiders. He's trying some inside out moves, and he's taken down. Another hard challenge there. That was number 13, Tobias Ramos, freshman. Slowed down Iverson. Now Mueller and Poliski talking about the strategy here as they stand over the ball. See if they go short so that they can avert the wall. Mueller dummies it, goes down the line, and too far. He can't keep it in bounds, trips over himself trying to plant, and a little more space, and that would have been a great design because Mueller was locked and ready to drive that one in for a cross, but he just couldn't get the rhythm in the handle there.
Also on the pitch for the Raiders, number 3.
Again, driven, long. Good job there by Dorman to get up and win that ball. Straight up by Poliski. Now it's at his feet. Poliski tries to go wide, does. Iverson pushes it back up. Ball's crossed, but host of Tigers there. Raiders keep it in, though, but now it's cleared. And the Tigers, good job there. Good working back is number 14, the junior Carson Presley. Good recovery and just pushes that out of bounds so the Raider defense can regain their shape. That one's driven again, direct ball, and good positioning there by Marshall. Raider team speed really helping him out here. At any rate, the Tigers win a throw in the Raiders' final third here. Let's see if they go with the long throw. Nope, they're going to go short. Good pressure there by Presley and driven out by Maccabee. Tiger throw. As we approach halfway through the second half, Raiders 2, Tigers 0. The first 20 in this half. Not a lot of chances either team. Kind of a stalemate with the Raiders still, again, not dominating, but controlling. And this ball gets by and through, and again, more courage, knocks it down again, and it's eventually going to be, a corner's given. Not sure if after the last save, number 16 touched it. I thought he did, but the corner's given, and I'm not standing down there, so we'll go with that. That was Maynard 2 that will win the corner for the Tigers. This is their first corner of the game. And the linesman saying it's got to touch the ball. So that's Min, Mr. Min over the ball. He serves it. Back far post. Hit down by a Tiger. Comes out. Daw tried to get a shot on, but we're going to have an offside. Oh, no, that's going to be a throw-in. The flag was up. It looked like for an offside, but not. And now it's out of bounds to the Raiders. So the only thing I could think, that was a takedown, but no call. No play on the ball there. And Ward calmly just slows it down by escorting the ball out of bounds. Kuiper will get in quick to Mueller. Mueller's bumped off the ball, no call. Daw plays it back. Johnson Min will play it up to Mr. Min. Mr. Min, fancy footwork all day long. Good control with the ball at his feet. He pushes it up, but Marshall's right there. Eventually goes out of bounds. Throw in for the Tigers. Good physical challenge there, working up, and Raiders are going to win it. Such game awareness there by Peliski. Knows the Raiders are in control, but just kind of had to assert himself there and play physical to win that ball as Moreland comes back in. So another physical player for the Raiders. Dorman with the throw. Healed by Iverson. And another throw for the Raiders. Dorman will work up the line. Let's see if he goes long. Nope, he'll cut back short. Maccabee pushes it up. Moreland flicks it on. Dorman will let it go out of bounds and throw it right back in. Peliski's there. Hits it, but he was doubled, and it goes to the Tigers. Poke check and throw in for the Tigers. Mueller got his foot in there to slow down the Tiger advance. Marshall drives one up. Thought Moreland had some space, but I didn't see the last defender there. So easy clear by the Tigers. Iverson working hard, and he's going to win a corner. So good work there by number 8, senior forward Gabe Iverson, to put pressure on the defense. And it looks like Peliski will take to the corner. No one short this time. 4 Raiders bunched in the box. We'll see where they make their runs. We're going to go across, back post. Kuiper was there, but the ball just was a little long out of bounds. So was Ward there. The keeper, Jackson Andrew, never looked too bothered. So from our perspective, hard to tell exactly where that ball was. But the 2 back post players definitely went for it for the Raiders. So it had to be pretty close there. Another ball well driven by the left foot of here in Tiger. That's Johnson Min. He's had a nice day. One back by the Raiders. Peliski will play it back. Marshall. Back to Peliski. Peliski with the left foot drives it over to Kuiper. Kuiper with some space on the left side. Tries to make an inside-out move and stolen away. Good job defensively there by the Huron Tiger. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's not number 3, Marvin Perez. Yes, the senior defender with another nice play. Good move there by the Raiders. Oh, again, top of the sole of the foot got top of the ball and slowed himself down. But great move. I believe that was Mueller that time who, again, really creating some space for himself. Peliski Head up with the ball. He'll go outside wide to Dorman. Dorman, head up. He'll push forward. Good little stop move. Good little crossover move. He's challenged. He'll push the ball up again, but this time too long, and Tigers will let it go out of bounds.
Back into the game for the Raiders, number 9, Tyler Solnowski.
Solnowski checks back in. A little shout out and a hello to his dad, Matt. 14 and change here. Kuiper drives one in. A shot hard and goal. Poliski, I believe.
Raider goal makes it 3, and second goal of the day for number 7, Miles Wright.
So Miles Wright is credited with that goal, his second of the day. And that'll come in the 66th minute. As the clock flashes up, we're going to guess that's about the 66th minute, and we'll be okay. And that assist, I believe, goes to Kuiper. It could have been Poliski, one's 13, one's 3, and on the far side. So we're going to say question mark on both of those players and try to get it sorted out. Andrew picks up the ball. He'll punt one deep, high. Dorman's there, puts a leg out. He gets taken down, a little tangled up there between those players. Battle going on there between sophomore Carter Dorman and number 9, senior Biatse for the Tigers. Kuiper with a push. I didn't know if he wanted to shoot it up in the upper top corner or get it across to, it looked like running on was Mueller. Mueller kind of flailed the arms like I was there, but it was way out. So Poliski drives it all the way back. Tennyson. Good footwork there by Tennyson. And he'll try to get it over the Tiger. Doesn't, but the touch of the Tiger takes it away from goal. And good body positioning there by Marshall. Wow, what a great job. That's excellent defensive control and good work by the sophomore defender, number 42, Ethan Marshall. That put textbook by that play. Moreland with a nice little turn and touch. See if he can push the ball up without and stay onside. He's still weaving through traffic. Moreland again. Moreland ball at his feet. And his touch is a little too soft. He's upset with himself. Did all that work and just was distracted enough by the Huron defender not to be able to get power behind that left-footed shot. And another good chance for the Raiders. And that tackle will go out for a Raider corner. Corner number 5 for the Raiders. Tigers have 1. And senior midfielder number 13, Trent Poliski. The right foot. This one will swing in. He's got good quality services. Let's see if we can get both hands in the air. So he's driving to serve. Again there, good cross. Just good defense there. Marking on Moreland was a Huron defender. If that marking wouldn't have been there, Moreland little taller, a little bigger player. He was squared up and would have had a chance to head it on frame, but good defensive play denies that opportunity. Dorman chips one in, and it's out of bounds. Tried to chip one back in to the middle. Jackson Andrew will set up for a goal kick. 10 and change to go in this one. Raiders lead 3-0. Looking to improve their record to 4-0 and stay amongst the leaders in the Class AA rankings. Good work there defensively by Poliski. Just a little hard on the touch by Nolzowski. Gives the ball back to Tigers. Again, trying to play direct, but Marshall, solid, is there. As the ball comes back to Tennyson here, just want to take the opportunity to thank all the sponsors that allows Rapid City Stevens and Live Ticket TV the ability to bring subscription-free Raider athletics so that fans, parents, relatives, people that can't make it from the visiting teams as well have the ability and opportunity to catch the competitions. So thank you to all of the sponsors of Live Ticket TV that allow us to bring you subscription-free Raider athletics on GoRaidersLive.com, LiveTicketTV.com. And a reminder, if you're a Raider student or you're a parent of a Raider student and your student is interested in sports, media, or broadcasting, this is their chance to get hands-on experience in sports media and get paid as a part-time job as a production partner in our work with Live Ticket TV. So we're hoping that if you need a part-time job and are interested in sports and sports broadcasting, please stop by the Stevens Activities Office and ask about the Stevens Sports Network. 8 minutes to go in this one. Kuiper goes to the ground. I think he just slipped on the turf there. Good challenge there by number 14, Presley, but it was a little too aggressive, and that'll be a foul. Huron takes it quick, tries to go direct over the top, but looking for Ramos, but that one was deflected out. Dorman to the middle. Poliski. Back. Ward. All the way over to Kuiper. Kuiper's had a nice game as he's come in. Back to the middle, Poliski. Poliski with a little chip up. Finds Mueller. Mueller's there, but just a little bit too much on a touch, and the ball got away from him. That'd have been tough for Andrew. He was kind of caught. Do I come out or not? But once the ball got away from Mueller, he knew he could come out and just escort that one out of bounds. 7 minutes left to go in this one. Gao back in for the Tigers as they play the ball up. Presley, good challenge, push out of bounds, and that will be a throw in for the Raiders. Dorman takes it quick, goes right back out. Dorman will stay right there, and he'll hand it over to, it looks like, Mueller. And the Raiders will put this one back in play with the throw in. Mueller to Poliski. Poliski heads it to himself. Heads it back over to Ward. Ward, couple side out moves, pushes it outside to Kuiper. Kuiper back into Poliski. Nice passing there. Poliski back to Presley. Presley over to Wright. Wright chips one in. Wanted to go far post. Raider attackers had to stay on side, but that one was bending in, and it forced Andrew to make a save, and he did so pretty easily. But Raiders able to put a combination of 4 or 5 passes together and put another ball near frame. Raider boys really showing one of their strengths. That's been a strength of program since Coach Fierro became an assistant, and that's their conditioning and fitness. And boy, there's been a lot of white jerseys covering a lot of pitch today. Not only with good pace, but the endurance. Raiders call here, stoppage rights. Wondering if he was out of what was going on. Oh, they're going to have a card here on player, and that's going to be number 9. Will get the card. That's why the stoppage. Miles Wright was wondering why he's stopping it, but card went to number 9, Biatse. Little delay in the restart here, but we're restarted and have 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes to go in this one. Raiders 3, Tigers 0. That one knocked out of bounds there by Dorman as the Tigers all of a sudden have a little sense of urgency, but we'll make another quick sub here. Coming on, it looks like number 5 and number 8, Gabino Lopez. Tiger throw, keeping on the pressure. Poliski tries to get it out of there, but it's deflected. Eventually, Presley gets on it. Zolnowski up the line, see if he can use his speed with his touch. He does, keeps it in. And he's taken down hard. No call. He gets up, stays on the ball, taken down again. And this time, we're going to have a flag. And are they in the box there or just outside? It's on that far corner, hard for us to see. And she's going to come over, and he's saying, yeah, he took him out. Zolnowski, we talked about the speed, but what about that grit and persistence? A lot of players would have just stayed down on the first time they were tackled hard, but he got up, and his speed took him right back to the ball. Touched it first, and I think got taken out, and I think we're going to have a penal. Are they going to put the ball on the spot here? Yes, they are. So the persistence and speed of Zolnowski, number 9, the junior forward, Kyler Zolnowski, is going to earn the Raiders a penalty, and senior midfielder number 13, Trent Poliski, places the ball on the spot, and a card is going to be given now, another card to Huron player. Number 19, Teso, for that hard challenge. Let's hope Poliski's staying loose down there. Long time to wait for this to be administered here, but the center referee had to issue the yellow card and now make sure the box is clear. Everybody's given their instructions. Poliski over the ball. Looks to be taking with his right foot. Andrew shuffling back and forth. Poliski shot, drives, stopped. Saved by Andrew. Poliski drove it low and to the side, but just not to the corner enough. And Andrew read it right and makes a huge save for the Tigers. So goalie number 0, junior Jackson Andrew, with the save to keep the Tigers down by 3 instead of 4. 2.5 left. sometimes it's so tough for those scorers like Poliski to have to stand over the ball for almost a minute and a half waiting for all that to be administered. Do they think too much? Takes them out of flow. Poliski floats this one up again. Andrew punches it out, doesn't catch it. They had space, but either way, he clears it out, and the Tigers will keep it in and advance the ball. Poliski knocks it back to Ward. Good job there by him to recover and win the ball back. Ward has to make a move as Tigers are pressuring and goes back to Tennyson, back to Ward. Kuiper goes outside to Poliski. 2 minutes left. Poliski thinking about going up to the corner. Drives one hard upfield, and that'll be kicked out of bounds by the Tigers. And Poliski takes a knee. He's down. Looks like he either got stretched out or got stepped on there in that last little exchange. We'll see. He's stretching out. Looks to be an ankle or something, just kind of stretching out. And the Raiders will make some substitutions here. Coming on is number 22, senior Charlie Green. And it looks like Poliski and Wright will walk off after their day. Productive day for those two players. As under 2 to play here, a throw goes to Moreland. Moreland fends off 2 defenders, back to Green, to Mueller. Mueller pushes it up. In the game for the Raiders is also number 31, freshman Alex Peck. That deflection comes off of Ward, goes toward goal, but Tennyson was there to pick it up. Good hustle there by Huron player. That's number 21, Katon Gaw, that tried to make things a little messy there. Did good hustle. Green chips that one up, hoping there'd be somebody running on, but there's not. Andrew plays it off the catch, and we have under a minute to go here. So the Raiders here are poised to pick up their 4th win of the season and position themselves on top of the rankings and seed points here early in the season. This reminder to everybody in Rapid City will host the 2025 South Dakota High School Activity Association Soccer Championships right here at Sioux Park Stadium. So if you're a fan, make sure you look for that. And if you are someone that would like to volunteer for that event, helping with parking, those types of things, taking admissions, any types of support for that event, please contact either the Stevens Activities Office or the Central Activities Office if you'd like to lend some support to that event. And that's a final. That'll do it here at Sioux Park Stadium. Raiders 3, Tigers 0. And again, the scoring recap for the Raiders. Scoring first in the 25th minute, Trent Poliski off the assist. We weren't sure who got that one. At the that was the assist from Dorman's throw-in, so let me get my notes straight here. First goal for the Raiders, number 13, Trent Poliski. Assist, Carter Dorman off a throw. Second goal, Miles Wright, one of his 2, in the 38th minute with an assist by Kuiper. And then Wright in the 66th minute finished off. And the Raiders had a chance to go up 4-0, but Huron junior keeper Jackson Andrew has the big stop on the PK that results in a 3-0 win for the Raiders. And junior goalkeeper Creed Tennyson earns himself another clean sheet, his second of the season for him and the Raider backline. So we will transition over to Cobbler Soccer on this channel. So thank you for joining us to follow Raider Athletics on GoRaiderLive.com, liveticket.tv. We'll see you next time. Welcome back to Sioux Park Stadium. And Class AA Boys Soccer. The second game of our doubleheader will feature the visiting Mitchell Colonels and the home Rapid City Central Cobblers. The Colonels come into this contest 0-3-0. They're coming off a 2024 season where they were 5-8-2, and they lost in the first round to Sioux Falls Jefferson. The Cobblers, 0-2-1, earned a 0-0 draw with the Huron Tigers last night. The Tigers held their own today against the Stevens Raiders, 3-0 loss in that one. And the Cobblers' 2024 season ended 2-9-1, and so Coach Zabrowski is definitely looking to build off that season. Coach Zabrowski for the Cobblers is in his 20th year of coaching, so congratulations to hitting that milestone, Coach Zabrowski. Shout out to Joe and his family, assistant coach Chris, his son, and his wife, and a classmate of yours truly back in the day, Tony. So congratulations, Zabrowski family, and thanks for all you've done for Central Soccer over the past 20 seasons. We're set to kick off here. Mitchell will take the kick, and we're off. Mitchell will be wearing yellow. In the first half, they'll be going left to right in your screen. They get a first touch. They get a shot right away. Save! Diving, lunging save there by the keeper, Marcus Callahan, the junior, number 0, 00 today in the bright orange. And, boy, this one starts off with a shot on goal in the first minute. Cobblers will be in white. They'll be moving right to left on your screen. Starting for the Colonels is Jackson Deacons, the goalie. Kenyo Padilla, defenseman. This one, again, Mitchell's on the run here. Taking deep to the corner is going to be number 19, one of the starters. That's Ali Padilla. And thought he won a corner, but no, it's going to be a goal kick. Number 9, Sam Mullenmeister. Number 17, Colin Hamilton. Number 4, Kenyo Padilla. We've got him. His jersey has a white number, so it threw me off. Number 13, Henry Treffs, starting. Number 33, Inmer Gonzalez Martin has the start for the Colonels. Number 7, Kara Mikal. Also number 6, Camden Palmer. Number 11. And number 13, it looks like Emerson Lima and Adam Kampshoff. For the Cobblers, starting at keeper is, we've already seen a nice save, junior, number 0, Marcus Callahan. Senior defender, number 2, Logan Bergman. Number 3, senior Elijah Sullivan, defender. Number 8, Gabriel Riojas, sophomore. Number 10, senior midfielder Hudson Pitts. Number 19, Caden Black Elk Volkman, senior. Number 20, a senior Jamin Guatemala. Number 21, a junior Noah Lip. Number 22, a senior Tate Winter. Number 23, Chase Kelper, a junior. And rounding out the starting 11 for the Cobblers is sophomore number 27, Gavin Callahan. Colonels, coached by Seth Paulson, looking to get their first positive decision of the season here. Cobblers. Both teams really trying to settle into this one. Cobblers push the ball forward, but good recovery there. Looks like number 13, Adam Kampshoff for the Colonels. And that ball will go out of bounds, throw to the Colonels, but the Cobblers intercept that one. Played back to number 23 there, Kepler. Kepler moves it over to the side. Looks for Riojas. Riojas pushes this one in the middle. Cobbler's really working that middle. Try to play through. There's a host of Colonels there. A lot of yellow there. Goes back. Ball's deflected up, and recovering is number 8 for the Cobblers, Riojas. Kepler lost his footing, went down, and now he's kind of, I don't know if he kind of, oh, no, he's just fixing his sock there. Didn't know if he was hurting or he was just adjusting his kit. Okay, with the throw here, it's number 19 for the Colonels. That's senior forward, Eli Padilla. Cobblers steal that one. Through ball, it's there. Running on, but pushed off the ball. Nicely there. Good work by the defender. That was Pitts, who had a good run on the ball, but the strength of number 33, Inmer Gonzalez, seemed to push him off the ball. Lineup correction here for the Colonels. Just taking these off of the state website, but sometimes numbers are easily mixed up here. Correction for the Colonels starting. Number 33 is Ben Johnson. My sheet that printed off the website has Ben listed as number 23, so you can see how that mistake was made. And we will begin there. So it was a nice defensive play by number 33, Ben Johnson, there to recover and knock the Cobbler senior dangerous. Offensively, Hudson Pitts. Mitchell tried to get a shot off, couldn't. There's just a really packed in areas in the midfield and defense, and maybe it's just the contrast of these uniforms that just really sets apart. It just looks like there's bunches in there. That ball gets through. Number 7 picks it up for the Colonels. That's Ecal. That if he had a little space, he might have got out of shot. But again, that space was closed quickly by the Cobbler defense. And working out of the back for the Cobblers is number 21. That's Noah Lip. Did a nice job there to maintain possession in the middle. Oh, that ball gets through, overrun by the keeper. Good recovery defense. That is why you never, coaches preach, never give up on a play. And that's why the ball skipped through, mishandled or just kind of bounced away from the keeper Callahan. But the two recovering central defenders were able to maintain their posture, and with no one in goal, were able to clear that, and a dangerous opportunity there. For the Cobblers. Cobblers win the throw. Play that one back to number 20. Jamin Guatemala, he throws it in, goes back out of bounds. That one's into Lip. And he tried to play it back to Logan Bergman, but kicked out of bounds by Mitchell. It's played in by Black Elk Volkman. Mitchell again coming down. That ball's played wide. And Mitchell has some numbers here. See if they can get across, and they can't. And it's going to be a corner given. So the ball went off of Riojas. Corner for the Colonels. For the ball initially was Ecal, but he's going to switch out with number 9. Senior number 9, Sam Mullenmeister, will be over the ball with the left foot. So this will be an in-swinger. Cobblers have a defender on the back post. Gets short. Didn't get the lift he wanted on that one. Miskicked by Riojas. Unlucky there, and Mullenmeister will get another chance to redeem himself here, and he'll set up the corner again. This one's short. Let it play through, but it went right to a Cobbler, and running out to get that is Cobbler number 3, Sullivan, but he was beaten to the ball by number 7, Ecal, and it's pinballed around and eventually kicked out of bounds by Riojas. Throw in Mitchell, and it looks like number 13, Adam Kampshoff, will take that one. He'll play it up the line. Headed out of bounds by Riojas. Pushed up to the side and an offside. Kampshoff never got back, so that was an easy call for the AR. Substitution for the Cobblers. Verminson comes in. And Riojas gallops to take the throw in here for the Cobblers. He goes high over the top to Volkman. Volkman pressured. Lip tries to push the ball out, can't. Oh, no, that's Gavin Callahan, the 27 and 21 with the number style. Caught me there for a second. Lip is also in, though, as he trails back to recover. Good work there by Mitchell, number 19, Padilla. He's able to get the ball by Sullivan, but it goes too far out of bounds. Goal kick to Callahan and the Cobblers. Callahan pushes it just to his left to Kepler. Kepler tries to go direct up the field, not there. Tracking back to push it upfield with the left foot was Pitts. But Mitchell regains possession with number 7, Ecal, who's been all over the place here today. And for the Colonels now, Zane Walker, number 31, a senior forward. That one gets back to Callahan. He boots it upfield, trying to find Volkman. Can't. No call there. Player went down. That was Lip. Ecal, again, nice little ball. Deflected, another deflection. Oh, just can't get over to Walker. But good defense by the three back line players there of Winter, who just showed some tenacity and strength there, just held his ground. And Kepler was also back there along with number 20, Guatemala. But Mitchell still pressuring in the final third for the Cobblers there.
Into the game for the Colonels, number 6. Camden Palmer. And number 24.
Freshman midfielder number 6, Camden Palmer, comes in for the Colonels. For the Cobblers, sophomore midfielder number 24, Peter Sales, comes in. Colonels still keeping the ball in possession. Raider half, nice little flick on header there from number 17, Hamilton, to keep the ball in. Good pressure by number 9. Big, strong player there is number 9, Sam Molenmeister, but he finally gets slowed down by Kepler. Cobblers try to clear, can't. Johnson comes up, keeps it in the Cobbler half for the Colonels. Number 33, Ben Johnson. And I'm told that Ben is the son of Dusty Johnson, U.S. representative for our state here. Cobblers keep the ball in the middle. Oh, Volkman almost had a push that I thought he'd get some space, but there was a defender behind, so a little too anxious there. A little flick on, but just right to the middle to Johnson. Johnson pushes it back out, but doesn't clear it. Volkman gets the ball in the middle. Sales with the touch. Sales comes out of there. Sales retains position. He pushes it up to number 3, Elijah Sullivan. Sullivan marked closely by Johnson. Ball's bumped out of bounds, and it is a throw for the Cobblers. And Verminson will put it back into play. He drives it right back into the Mitchell defense, headed out, and attempted to clear it. Looks like it might have hit the hand of or arm of a Cobbler. No call, and Mitchell goes up the field. Little bump out of bounds, but still retained Mitchell ball on the throw-in. Good challenge there by Cobbler number 27, Gavin Callahan, on Mitchell number 19, senior forward Padilla. Little head-on flicker, goes a little deep. Winter there heads it out, tries to. Molenmeister beats him around, and Molenmeister is up in the field, had an angle. Now he's too far to the side. See if he can go left foot. He does, but great recovery by Pitts. Calmly steps in front of Mitchell Kerner, number 11, Emerson Lima, and clears that, and we have free kick for the Cobblers. Kepler, Chase Kepler. Junior will drive this one down the field, looking to go on the right side up to number 8, Riojas, but Mitchell was there. Winter, good stop, turns, gets it to Riojas. Nice ball there by Winter. Gritty Cobbler senior. We've seen some games called through the years with him, and just a tenacious worker. Fun to watch, his aggressive and just effort. There's a little push off the ball. No call. Colonels wanted it. Molenmeister kind of takes a look, but we play on. Volkman, little chip over, gets it over, but the aware reaction from Jackson Deacons, number 0, the keeper, came off his line, sprinted to the ball when he saw the chip, and that's a great reaction and response by the keeper for the Colonels to end that build-up and attack by the Cobblers. Good footwork there by Mitchell, number 17, senior Colin Hamilton. They turn the ball over eventually, but get it right back to the Colonels as they again work to keep the ball in the half. Mullenmeister, and a nice ball is wide open. He tries to drive one to the corner. It almost looked like he was trying to shoot, but the juice he had it to put it on the corner was no one was going to catch that one. Although number 19, Padilla, gave it a good 10-yard run and then realized that ball had too much pace and was going out of bounds. Cobblers will reset this one off the goal kick. Push back. Kepler. He got it to Callahan. He went back to Kepler, and then the ball eventually went out of bounds to Mitchell, and we're going to have a stoppage for substitutions coming on. For the Colonels, it's number 4, and for the Cobblers, number 9. So for the Colonels, it'll be Kenyel Padilla, and for the Cobblers, sophomore forward, number 9, Sebastian Banks. We can recall last year, Sebastian had number 36 and did not quite have the height stature he does this year. That young man sprouted up there. Fun action player, and he's got a great motor on him, and if he plays like he did in the past, he's always going to be going one speed, and that's fast. Fun to watch. Sales and Padilla having a little match in there. The ball finally comes free, and then there goes Banks. Throw by the Colonels.
Soccer fans, just be aware that due to technical difficulties, today's game is being broadcast on the Stevens Raider YouTube channel. So due to technical difficulties, if you do indeed have people outside of the stadium wanting to watch the game, send them to the YouTube channel of the Stevens Raiders just because of those technical difficulties. I hammered it 3 times.
That's all we need. Thank you, Mr. Solly, letting all the Cobbler fans know that with some of the new formatting at Live Ticket, we are not able to switch back and forth from branding platforms. So when we have mixed double headers where it's not Stevens Girls, Stevens Boys, Central Girls, Central Boys, when it's mixed, it's hard for us to do 2 productions with separate platforms, so we'll keep these platforms on Stevens Raiders YouTube. So please share that if you know some Cobbler fans that are wanting to watch the game, or some Mitchell fans. YouTube, Stevens Raiders, and it should be the live window tab that you can choose to follow. Cobbler Soccer, subscription free. From liveticket.tv. That one gets over the head of the skip. It was Kepler got a little head on it, kipped over Winter's head, but no problem for Marcus Callahan. He was aware and had enough time and space to play that easily. Mitchell continues to really do great work and put pressure. And that's a shot. Caught the keeper off his line and thought, why not? And took a shot from about 40, 35 away, and went over the crossbar. It was high, but maybe by a couple feet, not by. Wasn't a field goal, but was over the crossbar. And we'll return to action here. Ooh, that one tried to get to Volkman. Really trying to work the ball to Volkman, the Cobblers direct, but some of those balls are driven and they're hard to control softly. Another attempt. As Callahan continues to creep off his line, the Colonels are starting to just wind up and take shots. And the Mitchell defensive line obviously knows the Cobblers are trying to work the ball to senior number 19, Kaiden Black Elk Volkman is one by. There's a shot, hits the crossbar, bangs off, rattles it. Wow, that was a rocket. And just catches the crossbar square. That had beaten Callahan. And it's hard to move those goals, especially with the wheelbase and the platforms, but that one rocked off the line. And the center's going to call over the ARs here. I'm not quite sure what they saw, but we'll see here as they converse. Play on. Their Cobblers will restart this. Nice little run down the line there by Riojas. Pushed it a little too far, and yep, it's going to be a Mitchell throw. It's too bad there. Good work done there by Riojas for the restart. Colonel's throw. Floats middle. Eventually won by Mullenmeister. He gets it up to Ecal. Ecal drives it up the line. That's to number 11. Lima. Shot again off the... Nice save. Tipped it off of the crossbar, but this was on top of the crossbar, not square. At any rate, that shot was driven, and great reflexes and reaction there by junior keeper Marcus Callahan for the Cobblers. Keeps this one knotted at 0. Ecal with the left foot. This will bend in towards the goal. No one on the back post for the Cobblers. This one goes back post high, but a host of Cobblers there, and eventually Winter will head it out. But driven right back in, and a header there by, that looked to be number 13 there, Kampshoff. And that went wide on the far post. And we're going to have clock stoppage here.
Yeah.
And the Mitchell coach, Seth Paulson, is having a conversation, just getting an explanation maybe. And we're going to replay here. Clock is rewound and Cobblers reset it. Winter does a nice job of maintaining his poise. He got a lot of pressure there from Mitchell, Colonel number 35, Miguel Vizcarra, senior in the game for the Colonels. Free kick for the Cobblers. Winner goes short. To Callahan. Callahan back to Kepler. Kepler tries to go back to Callahan, but Mullenmeister was there with his length. And a goal. Number 9 goal. Looks like it got deflected. And when those... And the way the reaction of, it looks like number 23 Kepler, it looks like might have deflected off him, and when a ball is driven that hard in deflection, the goalie has no chance to cross-react. So Mullenmeister's been close a few times, but he'll put the Colonels on the board in the 28th minute. Bergman comes in for the Cobblers. Let's see if they can get something mounted as Mitchell's kept the ball in the Cobbler half and had some other near goal opportunities. That one finally found the back of the net. And tight marking there by Colonel number 17, Hamilton. Banks for the Cobblers tries to get in there, and we have a whistle. Free kick for the Colonels. And a substitution. It looks like they're waving somebody on, but oh, we have an injury, it looks like. That looks like Kepler maybe is limping off. Or holding his arm frailly. I can't tell here. Let me see here. Yep, that's junior defender, number 23, Chase Kepler. And it looks like he's kind of holding his right arm. No, I think he just needs a moment to recollect. As in the game of soccer, sometimes you take shots to the midsection, and it looks like he just needs a little time to recover down there. So we'll hope to see Chase again here soon, and we'll restart. Mitchell again. Nice little turn there, but he'll take a shot. And just didn't have enough on it. Callahan, easy save. But a nice turn by Ecal for the Colonels. Banks now. See if he can get something going for Cobblers. He splits defenders. He goes down. No call. Ball put out of bounds. That was Johnson and Padilla combining to defend on Banks. Banks had some momentum. Tried to split them. Didn't get the call. Lip trying to move Mullenmeister in his length just kind of makes things messy. Lip, I think, thought he had more time, but Mullenmeister stuck in a wing and popped the ball away, and it's going to earn a corner for the Colonels. Ecal left swinger again. Ball's headed, but right to the keeper this time. And good positioning, good read by Callahan. Easy save. He'll come to the top of the box, and it looks like he's going to punt this one a country mile. Good punt. Good trajectory on it. Gives his team a chance to run under it. Almost do. Two Cobblers do. Come on the end of it. And just couldn't get that shot, and that looked like that was Pitts maybe on that far right side. Nope, that's number 26. Chance Herrera. So good effort there, good run there. Colonels dodge a bullet. And we'll bring it back up through the middle. Cobbler throw. Long throw and out of bounds. Go right back to the Cobblers. You have Bergman and Herrera working that side. Let's see. A run there through the middle. That was Gavin Callahan. Both teams just kind of volleying the ball in and out of the middle as they trade position. But now Mitchell takes a turn. Good position. Number 13, Kampschoff with the ball. But cleared away by the Cobblers. Now Banks will settle it, heads it over. Oh, another shot. Hit off with the hand. Riojas was able to calmly just push it out, but that was a nice, hard, low shot. Marcus Callahan to get low and got his left paw on it, pushed it out. Mitchell applying the pressure. And controlling this half. That one's sent in, but Callahan does a nice job reading it, come off the line, and he'll look for somebody to pass to quick. Ends up punting it deep. Bergman was there trying to make a mess of it. Banks gets in there with the touch, but eventually cleared by number 10, Gavin Zilla. Cobbler Elijah Sullivan with the throw-in as we have a substitution. Senior Hudson Pitts will come back in for the Cobblers, and let's see if he can get some things going. They run some things for him and Volkman with Banks on the left side. Let's see if they can use those weapons to create some chances here. Riojas with a nice job, but again pushed out by the Colonels. Hustle by, again, number 35 is Cara. Makes it a little difficult for the Cobblers to clear. Unlucky touch there off Volkman, but he gets it back down. Pitts puts a ball in, but it's just got too much on it and will be picked up, even though looks like Bergman gave great effort to run that ball down. Deacons was there with an easy pickup, and then on a turn at the cross, it's Mullenmeister. See if he can get on the ball. Nope. Good. Another good poised, good positioning by the senior defender, Tate Winter, number 22. That was textbook. If you're a young player watching, that's the way to recover and not panic and not try to get the ball, but get your body in a great position. And that just was pressure to put on the offensive player. In that case, Mullenmeister just got him off balance and lost the ball. Lip plays it in the middle. Pitts tried to flick one on. Couldn't. Mullenmeister has a touch on it. Drives it. Again, Callahan off his line, but he's confident he can cover that. In that situation, he was able to pop the ball up and then gain control and then launches in with the left arm. Toss out to the side. Good pass. He put it out to 26, which is Herrera. Herrera in the middle. Cobblers again try to go direct over the top, but again, too much on it. And Deacons drives this one out. Colonel Keeper Senior Jackson Deacons doing a nice job reading plays coming off his line. That one has to be kicked out of bounds by the Cobblers because of the pressure from Vizcarra. Colonels put it back in bounds. Good little touch, pushes it back out, but the Cobblers there to intercept it. Good play by Riojas. There's a bump and a pull of the jersey, but no call. And number 26, Herrera, goes down on his for a second. Then, yeah, he's still kind of leaning down. And the referee talking to him and asking if he's okay. And at either route, it's going to be a free kick for the Colonels. Go far post high, looking for Mullenmeister in his height. Would have been there, but he got caught backpedaling and lost his balance. And a 6'3" player was 5'8" because of the back steps and got off balance there, and danger averted. Shot by Mullenmeister, driven. Good save again, Callahan. Measuring those, they're coming so hard. He's just popping them up and then has confidence in his agility and ability, and he catches it off the bounce. Volkman with some nice footwork and turn. Pitts now. Riojas. He'll drive it up, see if he can get somebody to run, but again, Deacons runs the ball all the way, runs out of the box all the way to escort the ball out of bounds. Just driven too far upfield as they try to go direct on a run. 3 and change left in this one. Cobblers trail 0-1 off of a goal in the 28th minute by Colonel Senior, number 9, Sam Mullenmeister. A little handball there, and yep, they're going to catch it. And that'll be 55 yards away for the Colonels. Flags are pretty neutral at this point. And looks like number 13, Kampschoff, will drive that one deep and looking for Mullenmeister, but it's stopped, but not cleared. That was Lip that was able to get ahead on it, or if it got by Lip, Mullenmeister was there. He would just have to finish. Banks wins a throw for the Cobblers. Sebastian Banks in the trademark headband for the Cobblers. This one's driven low, but the bounce skipped at the top of the box, and another easy save for Callahan. And he'll roll it out to Lip on the left side. Lip coming back now, replacing Kepler, and does a nice job there. That one's flipped up. Good combination passing there between Winter and Lip. Taking up the right side, but eventually knocked out of bounds. And the Cobblers win a throw, and that is Lip. His run took him across the pitch. And the Colonels regain position. East Cal, a little push-up. Let's see if Mullenmeister has the speed. He's got the length, and his length is going to get him there. Beaten to the ball by Sullivan, but his length just held him capable. And it gets the ball back in the middle. Backflip. East Cal's driven, but wide and high. Callahan knew that one didn't have a chance and didn't really react to it. But good combination passing and a good little flick there, back flick by the Colonels to give him another shot, just off frame. Good back heel there. Yeah, Colonels were forced to slide tackle that one out of bounds. Defensive work there by number 6, Camden Palmer for the Colonels. Cobblers just trying to get some possession in the middle. Tough touches. That ball's going to land soft, stay in. No, Riojas hustles, heals it, goes out of bounds, and is it a, what are they going to give here? They're going to give a goal kick. So the hustle, Riojas kind of caught the ball. Looked like on his heel, but the momentum of Vizcarra poked at the ball, and he was the last one to touch it and push it out of bounds. Good call by the assistant referee. This one's driven long. This was direct. This is better distance, got a chance. But that one's going to be escorted all the way back to Deacons by number 13, Kampschoff. But putting pressure and giving chase is hardworking Jackson Bergman. He hasn't given up on any of those through balls. 10 seconds to go in this one. That one went off the face of Volkman. Let's see, okay, he's holding his nose. And that's going to be the end of the first half here at Sioux Park Stadium. The host Cobblers trail the visiting Colonels 0-1 with the goal for the Colonels coming at the 28th minute by Colonel Senior, midfielder number 9, Sam Mullenmeister. Again, please, if you have friends in Mitchell or if you're a soccer fan, please share that this Class A boys soccer matchup is being brought to you on YouTube. Stevens Raiders hosting this one today. Search for that channel and follow us. We're bringing you boys soccer action subscription free on liveticket.tv. If you are a Cobbler student or the parent of a Cobbler student and you or your student is interested in sports media or broadcasting, this is your chance to get hands-on experience in sports media production through our partnership with Live Ticket TV. So if you want to come and learn how to webcast, broadcast, into sports media and even announce games, please stop into the Central Activities office and ask about the Cobbler Sports Network. We'll see you back for the second half. We'll have some words from our sponsors.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Diamond Roofing is your trusted roofing contractor in Rapid City and the surrounding Black Hills area. With over 40 years of experience, they specialize in residential and commercial roofing, as well as siding, windows, and gutter installation. They also collaborate with general contractors to install roofs on new home construction. Diamond Roofing offers customized solutions that fit both your needs and your budget. Call 605-720-7663 for a quote or visit diamondroofingcorp.com today.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Community banking should be kind of personal. That's because there's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to you. Fortunately, Security First Bank gets that. And that means you get more, too, like online tools, in-person expertise, and tailored banking solutions for your family or business. So, from balanced budgets to bucket lists, we're the bank for all you're doing. Security First Bank.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Dylan Kessler today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Where can you get surprisingly great rates on auto and renter's insurance? At State Farm. I'm State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for protecting your car and your stuff for surprisingly great rates. So stop looking around. Call me, State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Belly Brothers Auto Tech is the bark of the town. Belly Brothers is one of the top-rated local auto shops in South Dakota. From an oil change to transmission repairs, they'll treat your car with exceptional service at reasonable rates, with plenty of financing options also available. Holding an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau since 2008, Belly Brothers will get your tail wagging. And visit Jennifer Young next door for your tax accounting needs.
Save $9,500 off MSRP on a new 24 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab 4x4 at Danny Manhole Rapid Chevrolet. We've got over 30 HD Silverados and our best selection in months of Tahoes and Suburbans. All of them with huge Danny Manhole discounts. 18 new Equinoxes in stock, plus Trailblazers and Trax. Buy now and make no payments for 90 days. We're offering top dollar for all trades and all credit apps accepted. See us at Danny Manhole Rapid Chevrolet or DannyManholeRapidChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need. to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Great news. I just got the State Farm personal price plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Contact me, State Farm agent Scott Carlson, to create your personal price plan today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Shop the area's best selection of pre-owned Hondas and Honda certified pre-owned at Danny Menholt Rushmore Honda. Get financing as low as 0.99% APR on certified pre-owned Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and Passports. 0.99. Plus, shop a lot full of used cars, trucks, and sport utilities, including a great selection of all-wheel drive and 4x4 trucks and SUVs. Virtually any make or model, imports and domestics. See us at Danny Menholt Rushmore Honda or RushmoreHonda.com.
Hi, this is Nate Brown reminding you to join the Nate Brown Show live weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. It's Rapid City's sports talk show and Rapid City's only call-in radio show. With big-name guests from across the country to the local sports coverage you just can't get anywhere else. Join the conversation every weekday for thought-provoking sports talk. This is your show. Don't miss the Nate Brown Show from 4 to 6 p.m. on 106.7 FM and 1150 a.m. And stream us all the time at foxsportsrapidcity.com.
Test, 1, 2, test. Welcome back to Sioux Park Stadium. And Class AA boys soccer at the half. Mitchell Colonels looking for their first positive result of the season.
This is the Stevens playlist.
Are leading 1-0 over the host, Central Cobblers, who are also looking for their first win of the season. Been a pretty evenly matched contest. Colonels have controlled the ball more in Cobblers' half, but some good changes and good chances for the Cobblers, but they just couldn't finish, and just not enough of them, as they have really tried to get the ball up front to Black Elk Volkman tried to work the ball through Pitts, brought in Banks to try to shake things up. Jackson Bergman really working hard to try to get on the end of some through balls put direct to him, and just haven't been able to make that connection. And Colonels have had a little bit better luck in maintaining possession in the Cobbler half. And as you can see right here, they do, where Vizcarra is fending off some players, but Cobblers, with a nice job on defense, are able to win the ball back. Cobblers win that ball. Nice job there by Pitts to win that one. Sales now gets it off of a touch from Banks, but it's back to Mullenmeister from ECAL. Cobblers play it back. Nice job there by Winter to get it up to Guatemala. Volkman pushes this one up. And again, Jackson Bergman trying to hustle, get the end of it. Little nudge. And they're going to call the goal kick. No, they're actually going to call the foul further up the field. And Bergman asks the AR and then moves on. So he must have got his explanation he wanted. Deacons drives this one, puts it up top. East Cal challenges, but for the Cobblers, Lip was there, number 21. Banks rushing to the ball. He'll get to the end line and knock it out of bounds on the sideline rather than the end line to save a corner opportunity. And throw in Colonels. Quick throw. They get it back in. Mullenmeister drives one in the middle, no one there, and then East Cal pops it. And we have the flag waving up here. Assistant referee calling for a foul, I believe. A push. Not sure which direction it's going. It's going to be, they're going to call it on the Cobblers. So Mullenmeister, on his attempt to cross, was pushed. The AR was waving the flag. The center referee just did not see it, and so now Mullenmeister over the ball. 5 Colonels in the box, covering the whole box area, so we'll see where they make their runs. Number 14, Treffs, stays outside, but now he's marked by Cobbler number 8, Rios. That one's driven, but wide and high and out of bounds, and Cobblers will reset with a goal kick. Marcus Callahan. He goes right out front to Pitts. Pitts to Lip. Lip tries to go back to Pitts, and he's picked pocket by Ecal. Push, shot. Ecal just can't get around it. Lip had to just work hard to recover, and eventually that ball's knocked out of bounds. Throw in for Mitchell, but almost a very costly giveaway there. East Cal this time again gets in there, making things a little messy for the Cobblers. Vizcarra gets in there, gets a touch, but it goes the opposite way and found Riojas. Cobbler still can't clear. Lip tries, but it goes back into Mullenmeister. Mullenmeister's picked nicely by Riojas. He can't get it away. Pitts is there. It goes off Pitts. That one's not out of bounds, kept in. Riojas tries to recover, and Mitchell puts in the center to East Cal from Mullenmeister. They go wide. This one's popped up high in the air in the box. No call there. Cobbler player went up to head it out. That was Winter. Mullenmeister stayed down. And on the transition the other way, it's going to be a corner for the Cobblers as once again Jackson Berkman made things messy and forced number 10, Gavin Zilla, to put the ball out of bounds for the Cobblers' first corner of the match. Gavin Callahan, sophomore, sets the ball. This one's going to swing out. Hosted Cobblers throughout the box. Looks like Winter is going to make a run to the middle. 4 people, it's to the middle, but just a cluster of uniforms in there. Shot driven down, save! Wow, a half volley by Volkman. Drove it. Looked like he had Deacons beat, but Deacons laid out. Knocks it out of bounds, and the Cobblers will have another corner here. That was a great attempt and a little life here for the Cobblers. This one's chipped up high, back post found. Winner on the back post, but just a little long, so his header was wide in line with the cross. And he was just marked well enough by Ale Padilla, number 19, where he couldn't square and turn his head there. 2 great chances by the Cobblers, and that's a good sign of life for them, as just a fingertip from making this level. Another chance, pushed in, and Deacons goes down again. This one didn't have to dive, just had to get low because the ball was bouncing and knock it down, kept it in front of him, and he'll drive this one out. Cobblers are right there to put it back in. Cobblers now trying to keep that pressure on as Mitchell pushes it wide to number 7. Excuse me, not number 7. That's Mullenmeister, number 9. Not only is long, but he's got some good pace. He was moving right along down that sideline, and it's going to be a corner for the Colonels. Left-footed Eastcal. This will swing in. Where's Mullenmeister? He's in the middle. See if there's any runoffs. No, he runs near post. Goes behind him, back post. He's getting up to number 6. See if he tries to put it back in. He tried, but great hustle there by the Cobbler defender, number 27, Gavin Callahan. Did not give Palmer a chance to put that one back in. Eastcal shot, saved! Tried to go 5-hole, but Callahan was there with the leg save. And Volkman tries to put one up and skip it past and get it through, and it does. Is he onside? Flags down. Riojas has to play it back, though, and a hard touch. And the Cobblers were dispossessed momentarily, but still trying to push it forward. Wow, Mitchell found Eastcal, who's just had a great game making things happen, and he had a chance. He tried to go low and hard between the legs of junior keeper Marcus Callahan. Callahan was up to the task. So great action here in the first 10 minutes of the second half. This one put in, ball's down, headed down, but no Colonel there. See if they pop it back in. Nope. Short pass, lost. Treffs drives it back in. Hamilton there trying to push it forward. He does. Vizcarra goes wide. He's trying to turn. Has to go back. And this one is put in by Palmer. Knocked out by the Cobblers. Kampshoff trying to run it down. Can't. Great to see Kepler back in there for the Cobblers. So Chase Kepler, after sitting out a little bit in the first half, is back in. Eastcal wins the ball. No call. And it looks like Volkman's getting up. No, that's Rioja. No, that is Volkman getting up a little slow. And a whistle, and referee will go talk to Lip, number 21. He'll talk to Noah Lip. And now the referee's coming over to, looks like, to get the ball. So he's going to set it back to the, whoever that was called. Kicked out high here by Colonels. Zilla. And cleared out of the Colonel half. Vizcarra there trying to pressure the back line. Nice move there by Gavin Callahan. Rolled it in front, showed the bait, then pulled back the cheese and was able to go down the line. That one put in by Eastcal, but knocked out. That looks like Lip. Good work there by the Cobblers. Volkman, good footwork. He'll get it out to Peter Sales. Sales to Banks. Banks back to Lip. Lip tries to drive through, but it's knocked away. Cobblers can't get there. Kepler just a half a step shy. There's a bump out of bounds, no call. We're going to have Cobbler throw. 29 to go in this one, and it's really picked up here. In the second half. Cobblers have a break. Push through. See if he can center it. He does. Goal! Cobblers have gone level. No, they're going to flag us up. Oh, I apologize. I have a pillar right where the AR was standing. Did not see the flag up to see the offsides call, but great effort there. Got excited, thought the Cobblers had gone level, and they would have earned it because they've really had a great first 13 minutes of this half, but the offsides negates that, but here they come, right back on the attack. This through ball flags down, but a little too hard. Riojas can't run on the end of it, and Deacons comes out and makes a sliding save on the ball. Vizcarra heads that one forward, but out of bounds. Cobbler set, Lip sets it, takes a quick restart on the free kick. Up to Sales. Sales in a little battle, gets stripped there by Johnson. To Ecal trying to make things happen, tried to put a through ball up to number 11, Lima, but Cobblers were there. Good work by Guatemala. Gets it back over to Winter. Tries to get it to Sales. Johnson, though, sees Sales was waiting for the pass. Goes and just pushes it out of bounds for a goal kick to keep the ball in the Cobbler half. Callahan, short pass, reset, Winter. Drives this one over the top. Banks trying to get on the end of it. A little flick by Volkman, but Banks had already tried to get back on side. So no one there. Ecal. Good little move inside out. He'll get it wide. Mullenmeister back heels, but no support there. Cobblers will eventually keep the ball in bounds, go up line to Banks. Now they go back to the middle. Riojas knocked it down, or no, Sales knocked it down, but wasn't able to control it. Zilla eventually knocks that off a Cobbler. Colonel throw. That one goes back to Hamilton. Hamilton loses it. Riojas with a nice little move. Gets it to Gavin Callahan. Callahan, a little change of speed. Cobblers got some numbers here. Oh! Wrong-footed both. Cut that one back, had to, but just wrong-footed. Both Riojas and Banks, they both put on the brakes and tried to reach back for the ball. Couldn't do it. Unlucky there because a great build-up and a great ball in. Just unlucky there with the timing. Mullenmeister. Good control there. He tries to keep it, win it. Banks, being persistent, keeps it in the Colonel half here. Oh, ball didn't go out of bounds. All the players thought the ball went out of bounds. It rested in the corner, and eventually Cobblers are going to win a corner. So Banks keeping that one alive. And then that looks like Riojas went and challenged in the corner. Banks will take it with the left foot. It'll swing out. Callahan runs, diverts. That one's knocked off of a Colonel, number 10. But right into the hands of Deacons. Put over the top. And Mullenmeister tries to track it down, and he does. He goes to Kenil Padilla. Ecal, shot, driven, saved, diving save by Callahan. Ecal tried to bend it in the far post. Callahan saw it was on frame, and so he had to knock it out. Did a good job of getting his hands in front of him and knocked it out. It will be a Mitchell throw, but not a corner. Callahan done a nice job working the side. Volkman, good turn. Little pop-up right there to a Colonel. Goes off his chest, and Callahan's able to bring it back in the middle. Nice job. Looks like Sales pushes up to Volkman. Riojas, couple touches, stays with it, just can't control it. And Ecal comes back recovering and helps out number 10 there, Zilla, and stops the build-up. Ecal gets a little push on it, but great defense there that time by the Cobblers. Winter, good positioning and showed a good burst of speed there to beat Ecal to the ball. This one gets through. No Cobbler chasing, and I say that, and then Banks comes out of nowhere and forces Padilla to knock it out of bounds. So even though the goal was wiped off the board due to offsides, Coach Saprowski has to be pleased with the effort being down a goal shown by his team here in the second half. 22 to go in this one, and we're going to get a free kick here that's going to go to the Colonels. It looks like Deacons is going to come all the way out to take it from his goal and send a lot of players forward here. Jackson Deacons, the senior goalkeeper, take a few steps, drive this one to a host of players trying to hopefully get something happen there since they had the numbers. Callahan comes out of there clean and has a little space now, and this counter, good run across the pitch, diagonal, still on the ball, and eventually goes out of bounds. And it's just going to be a throw. And we're going to have subs coming in here. Looks like number 5 is in 6. So Herrera and comes back in. First time we're going to see number 5, Tucker Larson, for the Cobblers. At any rate, it's a goal kick off of that substitution. And the Colonels take a goal kick with mystery time on the clock. So never a dull moment here at Sioux Park as we feature the mystery clock. That one, Good thought there by Kepler. Good little run, and tried to chip it up, but went over and outside the goal frame for a goal kick. Deacons steps behind the ball. Three Cobblers there. Drive it back out. Deflects off a Colonel. And the Colonels are able to maintain it. Another deflection. Larson pushes it up. Kepler tries to go to Callahan, gets knocked out of bounds. Kepler will be right there for the throw-in. He gets it on to Larson. Larson's header, though, goes out of bounds. With 19 minutes to go, Cobbler 0, Colonels 1. This one driven by Deacons. A good thought to go to Mullenmeister, who gets up, wins the ball, flicks it on, but the Cobblers quickly put it back into the Colonel half here. That one's going to go out of bounds to the Cobblers. Cobblers, 18 and a half minutes here to get level with the Colonels. Evenly matched teams. Cobblers certainly put out the effort to deserve the equalizer, but have to finish. Larson on the end, he looks like he knocked it off of the Mitchell player. We're going to call goal kick, though. Deacon surveys. He'll drive it. Strong leg. Little flick on header again by Mullenmeister. Vizcarro tried to make things messy and run it down, but Winter was right there. No problem for him. Mullenmeister. Couple of good turns there by Mitchell, number 17, Hamilton. Keep the ball. Ecal will get it. He'll take the left foot. Again, low, driven hard. Wrong-footed the keeper. Callahan, though, readjusted. Had the length to knock it down, but not out. And Mitchell retained possession. But nope, little hard touch on the volley. Cobblers come sprinting out. Still come alive with it. That was Herrera. Got it up to Larson. Larson battling with Padilla. Larson tries to go middle to Riojas, not there. Callahan's a little late coming over, and Mitchell's able to clear it. And Ecal gets a good little touch on it. Vizcarra's there as well, but we're going to have a whistle. And the only thing I think, offsides or a foul, either way, it's free kick for the Cobblers. Cobblers will chip it up. Good little flick on, but no one's there. And the Mitchell backline had a high offsides trap set, so no Cobblers really could break the plane of that and run onto that flick. Mitchell sends it all the way back down into the arms of Callahan. He rolls it out quick, but it goes off of Gavin Callahan's toe and out of bounds. Mitchell reset. Ecal will switch fields over to Mullenmeister, who, if you put a tracker on him, he's covered a lot of pitch today. Throw in for the Cobblers, number 3, Elijah Sullivan. Cobblers drive it direct. It does get over the head. See if Riojas can run on it. He puts a burst of speed. Deacons has to come all the way in his box and drives it high back into the radar. There's a dangerous kick there. That looked like a high kick there, but not sure how close he was from our vantage point. But no call. Throw in for the Colonels. Ecal. Boy, he's just persistent, works really hard, tries to create. That one driven in. I think he wanted a little more lift on it, but at any rate, that goes out of bounds, and it's going to be a corner. Oh, throw in. It looks like he's just going to take the running long throw for Ecal. Vizcarra knocks the ball down. He drives it low and down. They're at the feet of little touch by Kampschoff at the feet of Lima. He wasn't able to get a shot off. Cleared out, but Johnson's right there to put it back in for the Colonels. He looks for Mullenmeister, and his length again has him win the ball away from Larson. Goes to Vizcarra. He can't keep Guatemala off him. There's a tackle and a call there. Is that going to be a foul or just a throw-in? They took down Callahan on the tackle. They did get ball, so it's a throw-in for the Cobblers. Flick on by Riojas. He's going to try to chase it down himself as it's ushered out of bounds. Tried to by Kampschoff, but great job by Riojas to keep it in. And eventually Zilla just has to get it out of bounds. And Gavin Callahan will throw it in. Vizcarra to Lima. This one's driven in, but Lip just kind of threw it in there to see what was going to happen. But Deacons handled it, was not on frame. Deacons punts it away from the top far corner of the box. Gets it up to Padilla. Padilla heads it inside. Ecal's there, but kicked away by the Cobblers. Callahan plays it back. Callahan now trying to run this down, and again, Zilla will just escort that one over the end line. Deacon's goal kick. 13 to go in this one. Cobblers trail 0-1. Had a great start to the second half. Had two great chances. And then had a goal called back due to offsides. This time Zilla's not able to get it, or not Zilla, but Kampschoff is not able to get it to the sideline. Persistence of Riojas is going to win a corner for the Cobblers. It'll be their fourth corner. Sophomore number 27, Gavin Callahan, will be over the ball. He'll bend it away. Some jousting there between Ecal and, boy, there's hand fighting, and the officials aren't seeing it, but Ecal and Herrera are really getting after it there. Boy. Couple pulls of the jersey, going to put it in soft. Bunch of people there. Winter gets a head on it. Flick on by Volkman. But calmly, number 6, Palmer, will just watch that go out of bounds. Banks is set to come back in for the Cobblers while Deacons resets the ball for another Mitchell goal kick. Deacons drives it deep. Back in is Zane Walker, senior forward for the Colonels. Ecal, oh boy, good little back heel. Crafty, then 3, and they're going to call the foul and a card. That's going to be Volkman who's going to have to go off. Not a time for him to go off with 11 minutes trailing by 1. Just out of frustration, Ecal was just kind of clinically working his way through Cobblers, and Volkman had seen enough. And Mitchell will have a free kick here. Deacons again will pick it. Bergman will come on in for Volkman. Drives it in deep over the top of everybody, and since it hit off a Colonel, Cobblers will just let that go out of bounds for a goal kick. Lip puts it back into play to Kepler. Kepler tries to move it up in the middle. Again, just a scrum of players there. Battle there between Hamilton and Larson. Ecal hustling to the ball. Can't get there before Herrera. And Winter calmly pushes it over, and the Cobblers work it up. That little touch, see if they can get on the end of it. Bergman's working. Gets caught up in the feet with, looks like number 13, Kampschoff. Nothing intentional there. I don't know whose balls. Oh, this kid's got it. Herrera in. Down to Kepler. Kepler thought Bergman was going to stay triangulated. He doesn't, and it goes out of bounds. Under 10 to go in this one. Cobblers looking to go level here. Little header down to Bergman. He flicks it on. Little bumping, and yeah, that's going to be a foul. Number 13, Kampschoff, kind of obstructed Jackson Bergman, and this is a good chance here for the Cobblers as they're about 22 yards out. Kepler will be over the ball. He's got Herrera to the corner. He puts it in. There's a good runner there. Head on it. It's on goal! The equalizer. They've gone level with the goal by Winter. Number 22. Tate Winter. Cobbler goal in the 71st minute. The assist, I believe, is Kepler. I don't know if that was headed on, if it was touched or not. So we're going to give the assist to Kepler, as I'm not sure if that ball was headed on by a Cobbler player. I think it slipped through. And Winter was in the right space, and his persistence and just the fact of his strength, he was able to keep the Mitchell defenders off him so he could turn and drive that one into the back of the net. And the Cobblers have gone level in the 71st minute. And here comes Mullenmeister and the Colonels right back on the other side of the field. That one driven in, but right into a Cobbler. So great courage there by that Cobbler player. Subs coming on. It looks like Volkman will come back in. Mitchell driving forward. Congrats to Coach Mark Morgan and the Cobbler girls for their big win today, 7-3. Over the Huron Tigers. The Raider girls also collected a win over the Mitchell Colonels, 10-0. Coach Morgan and the Cobbler girls now, after a tough schedule start with Yankton O'Gorman, have come back with 2 wins in a row in this weekend. So it's a good response by Coach Morgan and the Cobbler girls. And in this one, we have just over 6 to go. Mitchell carried a lead from the 28th minute to the 71st minute when the Cobblers went level with an equalizer by Tate Winter, an assist from Kepler to go level. A shot there by Hamilton, but good positioning by Callahan. Had a good read on it and just had to take a step to his left before he secured that shot. Volkman with a little flick on. Let's see if we can get something here. Good angle by number 13 to recover Kampshoff, but it goes out of bounds. And Herrera looks to quick throw, but he does to Larson. And again, Kampshoff there to head it away. Zilla gets a touch on it. It'll go all the way back to Lip. Lip rolls the ball, rolls again, goes to the middle. Kepler then goes wide. Shot here, just not enough on it. Didn't know if it was shot or trying to push the Volkman. I believe it was a shot by number 3, Elijah Sullivan. That one goes over the top. Let's see if Vizcarra can get on it. Guatemala gives chase. Vizcarra tries to make it messy, gets a little bump from behind. And if that's off Guatemala, that is a corner. It is. So unlucky there. Little bump caused that to go long, and the left-footed Ecal will put this one. Good driving header. Shot goal. Oh, no, off the pipe. Good flick-on header by Mullenmeister, but it hits the bottom of the crossbar, goes down out of the goal, and the Cobblers are able to scramble and clear it out of bounds, throw in for Mitchell. Wow. With 4:25 on the clock, Mitchell almost scored there. So great action here. Good decision. That's a foul. That's going to be on Mitchell. Cobblers scramble to go a restart. They do. They get the quick restart. Banks tries to run it down, but can't. And Deacons will just clear it out. Headed right back in there for the Cobblers. Good body positioning there. That was Pitts, did a nice job, but Herrera just can't quite get on the end of it, and Deacons will drive it out again. That time Guatemala comes over, gets a ball out of it, slipped. He's okay. He gets back into his position, and Sullivan will push it up the field to Banks. Banks will bring it back and play it back as two Colonels give chase to Lip. Lip with a nice little move, but it's a little too far for Ecal. Ecal, he'll wind up and shoot if he's got a chance. Pushed over. Vizcarra's there, but he's offsides. Flag goes up. Back line of the Cobblers hold strong there, and it'll be free kick. 2:45 to go. Sense of urgency by both teams is up. Winter will drive it up to Volkman. Volkman pushes one in. Sullivan's on the end of it. Can he chip it? No. Padilla was able to just shield the opportunity to get the ball by Sullivan. Deacons came out. I believe he was beaten, and the shielding of Padilla and the momentum of the ball took it out of bounds. Colonels dodge a bullet. Cobblers unlucky. Looked like that one might have been to the hand, maybe the face of Mitchell player. Either way, play on. Ecal still on the ball. Ecal, two Cobblers. He beats with an inside-out move. See if he can go up the line. Cuts it to Vizcarra. It's going to go into number 13. Kampshoff can't turn, though. Great recovery by the Cobbler backline. And a great job there by Larson as Hamilton was winding up to take a shot. Just picked it. Intercepted it. And now Ecal shows a little burst of speed back on the ball. He goes inside out again, and he's got the ball inbounds up the line on the left side. He's still got it. He tries to drive one in, but no, he's not. It's going to be a corner, though, I believe. Ecal's down. Good challenge by Riojas. No call. And it looks like, another corner for the Colonels. That's their 5th. Cobblers have had 4, so that kind of plays into how evenly matched this has been. Ecal with under a minute, raises the arm, drives it low and hard. Guatemala right there. He'll give chase. Great job by Guatemala. He'll go out of bounds, but he didn't give Ecal a second chance to put the ball in. Quick restart. Head flick on. Not there. Try to clear. They can't. See if they can get a shot. Nope. The Cobblers there. Ball pinballs, and I believe it's going to be, they're going to call goal kick. So with 30 seconds left, the Cobblers are going to come back and earn a tie after they go level in the 71st minute. Oh, we got a chance here. Good work by Volkman as he gave Zilla fits, and Zilla puts it out. 8 seconds left, 5, and they're not going to be able to put the ball in before, and that's the clock. A final here in a equally matched great game between a physical game between the Colonels and the Cobblers. Will end up in a 1-1 tie. That'll move the Cobblers to 0-2-2 and the Colonels to 0-3-1. And the goals recap coming here. Mitchell scored in the 28th minute off a goal by senior midfielder number 9, Sam Mullenmeister. And then after a long time, the Cobblers in the 71st minute makes this game level. The goal from number 22 senior defender Tate Winter with the assist from junior defender Chase Kepler. That'll do it for us and a great weekend of soccer. Thank you for joining us on